120,000 episodes. I watched the whole thing again
Of what?
of One
Of One
Piece.
Piece.
Oh
I
my
watched again the 1,000 episodes. Of course, skipping what I knew I had to skip, but I skipped like maybe 1% of the actual
Yeah,
1,000.
damn.
So
Well,
that's
Of
how
100
good.
Of 120 episods?
No, 1,000.
1,120.
And
Something
40.
like that,
No,
like
right now it's 1,140
they're
because
working on more.
I'm
It's
telling
like a
you,
never-
How many
Ending sh-
episodes are in a season?
I don't even know the seasons.
I don't
I know
know.
the
I don't
islands, which is how it happens, as how the story kind of goes on.
Okay.
It's each island is basically,
They
but it's
stop and like they battle bosses.
but they
and,
started
they
like
find
each
they
island
do
was like
the
30, 40
specials.
episodes, and then now one, which was one of the biggest one, it was 4 years in the same island. So which means like a 200 episodes, I think, was more or less.
I haven't reached where you're at. I
No,
haven't
no,
reached,
no.
like, I
I'm
don't think
fully
that-
in manga. I'm up
So-
to date.
so
and
wait,
I'm
that's
you
not up to date.
knowing
I'm not up
you,
to date.
I mean, yeah, I know
I
you
don't
have.
like One Piece.
No, don't worry about it. Because the beginning is for kids, and it takes you a while to actually understand that
That's-
it's an adult, like, it's a very profound history. You
Yeah,
have
yeah.
a story, sorry. You have
Yeah.
no, right now is literally, what we're seeing right now is the actual world, what's happening in terms of continents, in terms of societies, in terms of like,
He's like Luffy's like a
yeah, but it's
a
not even,
pirate,
I'm talking
right?
about Oda. You know, Oda is the creator, and you know how we call him? Goda, which is literally,
'Cause he's the GOAT.
he's the goat and he's God, basically. And it's one of those things that if you tell the One Piece Society, if Oda would tell the One Piece Society to do something in a good way, 99.9% of the actual people who watch One Piece would actually do it. There's
Yeah,
no,
probably.
I think it's one of the
Probably.
one of the animes that there is no hate for the people who actually watch the whole thing.
Yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah.
no hate. We love everything Oda does all the time.
He's like he reminds me of like what fashion is to Nigo. You know Nigo in Japan, who
From-
the creator of
Oh yeah.
From
the
Babe.
creator of,
Yeah.
he's kind of like the same. He was able to create that persona of like I am the creator. I am the guy. You know what he did, what Nigo did? He bought out all of the fake
Brands.
brands
Really?
making,
Like the
making
fake Babe.
the
Yeah,
fake
yeah,
babes.
yeah, yeah.
He bought
fake
them
babe
out
stuff.
and then he put it out as well. He was like, "Fuck it," I'm just
I'm just gonna keep it the way it is,
Sold it.
but it's all mine.
Saw that, yeah.
Wow.
kept all the money.
Yeah.
He's the
Smart
real
move.
Goda. That's the goat.
Oh,
Shout
that was
out to-
that was one thing
Shout out to him.
that I wanted to, before we get too far from the AI thing.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to talk about Gotius Maximus. Do you know what?
Oh
Gotius
yeah, you were
Maximus is?
mentioning
Ah,
that.
yes,
No, you were
yes.
mentioning it, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I told you
don't
not to
know what
tell
it is.
anything.
I don't.
I want to hear it now.
Huh? So there's this artificial intelligence. Just to bring it back, there's this artificial intelligence called Gotius Maximus, and basically what it is, it's an LLM that these programmers put a bunch of information in about memes and different things, and this AI created its own coin called the Goatse coin that turned it into a millionaire. It's now, well, I was checking it today. It's at $70 million. Only
what's the-
sells to Gotius Maximus.
How do you go?
Goat, see, like goat, like
The goat.
and then see, like seeing with your eyes. Yeah, yeah, it's right
Oh,
there.
right there.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, it is an AI that is it's a millionaire AI. Like I got up to, last time I checked, it was like $70 million or something crazy like that. And it's, I think if I'm correct,
I can't read these numbers correctly, but it's at a trading volume of 152222282. So what's that? 100? Is it more?
numbers.
just click the link.
So it's 15 million. No, 15.
Fif-
No, 152 then.
Yeah, I think it went up. It's 100.
And
God
no,
damn. Well,
282.
no, it's 15.
15 million. Yeah,
15
it
million.
might have came down. It's at 15 million right now.
that's crazy. So
I mean, still, yeah.
it's a millionaire.
It's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
a,
yeah.
It is a millionaire. Yeah, I'm gonna be a robot racist. That's what I'm gonna see what all this racism stuff's about. I want to see.
So you take back what you said at the beginning about like
No. I think that the most human thing that an AI can do is like be like, oh, I gotta get this money.
It's all about the money.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
If it
Yeah, it's a very cute-
prioritized money, then I think we should be.
Can you imagine? He knows literally everything, and the only thing he wants is just money to buy material things.
that
Can you imagine
use,
that?
that
Yeah,
it
he
can't
can't use.
that it can't use.
Well, he can drive a car.
It just wants it.
But yeah. He's
He can
playing
drive a
PS5 the
Tesla.
whole day.
He just plays PS5 and drives Teslas.
Hey.
Just a disembodied AI
And
just driving electric cars and playing
even
video games way too well.
all day.
And being all demeaning to the cars, like, oh, yo, you cannot do anything. I can do everything. You can just drive me, you bitch. Oh, man, that would be
But
awesome.
yeah, that's actually pretty fucking
AI
crazy.
bullying AI.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
they don't have feelings yet.
but the humanoids, they don't have feelings yet?
I don't think any AI has
Talking
feelings
about
yet.
that, there's conversation on it, so it doesn't. I was just on an article not that long ago. So this was all 2023, 2024, and these were college professors and professionals and different AI fields and just different professional fields. The conversation is happening about giving rights.
Well, I
to
told you,
AI.
Sophia has rights.
I think Sophia had rights because I don't
Oh,
even
they
know.
took it.
Yeah, I think they took her down.
Yeah, you get
I
hit.
think
You
they
know,
took her down.
Welcome to Earth.
I think they took her down. Welcome. We not fucking with you. Like
we
But
control
you get
it.
what I'm saying? Like, even the fact that these conversations are happening more and more and more, just from 2023 to 2024, there's about 10 different articles popping up about professionals having conversations about should we give rights to AI. I think that in itself is a problem. I think the advancement of all of these different fields, it's not advancing.
Sentience, I think.
It's not advancing just in one field. They're advancing at everything at the same time. That's my biggest problem, which is why my conspiracy, I feel like, is true. It's not that it's just,
That's what
okay.
makes it a conspiracy.
No, which is fine,
You
which is
feeling
fine,
like
which
it's
is fine.
true.
I don't mind that there's a conspiracy and conspiracy theorists are crazy and all of that is fine. But the problem is that there's a real world, real fact that AI is advancing in every single spectrum that you could think of, pretty much in anything. You know, AI is advancing in everything, even sexually, even physically. I mean, where do we put a stop to AI? Why isn't there like a cap? What is the cap?
Okay,
What
so
is the
first of
cap
all,
to AI? That's my question.
I want to start by saying,
What's the cap?
if you want to fuck a robot, bro, you can just tell me.
No, I'm just
Like,
saying,
you can
I mean,
just say that.
He already did
Oh,
say
you
that.
can do it?
Can I be
Yeah.
honest? Can I be honest? Can I be honest? Can I be honest? I'll be honest, and I'll be honest.
We're bringing up the
I'll
economy
be
and
honest.
war.
Yeah,
and the takeover,
exactly.
And he's
No.
like, and pussy with robots.
But
What is
wait,
it?
I'm gonna be honest.
And robot
If
pussy.
there is-
Why is no one thinking
I
about
don't have.
robot
I
pussy?
don't have a family.
Regulate the temperature.
Listen, I don't have a wife currently. I don't have a girlfriend currently. I'm gonna be honest. This is a hot take. I'm gonna be one of the first clients.
Of
I'll
the real
try-
dolls? Real dolls
Yeah,
exist, bro.
I'll try them.
They're like $3,000.
Nah, I would not a real doll because it has like no life in it. But like a AI working sex doll, I'll try one. I would try one.
What level of AI does it have to be at, though?
Like
No.
Can you see cables?
No. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No
Like, are
cables.
you-
No cables. No cables.
Like, are you fucking C-3PO? Or
No cables. No cables. Ain't no cables involved. It
All
has
right, so what's the level?
like sentient.
Okay, but does it have to move like a human, or can
Yeah.
it be like, "But I love you"?
No. I wanted to talk to me. I wanted to respond to me. I wanted to be.
But I mean, movement-wise.
But movement-wise,
movement-wise, I wanted to be like the AI that we saw. What was it?
Well, no, not the sentient. The sentient was like, you know.
No,
It
the
was-
sentient was
yeah,
scary. Yeah. With
Yeah,
the
no, not
muscle
that.
fibers.
I mean,
but
we
maybe
don't have
V3, V4. Maybe V3, V4. Like that's version 1. They're working on it. V3,
okay.
V4.
Okay.
Okay. What do you with this,
Give me B3 already. Come on.
okay, so
I
imagine
would try it.
imagine if like the
Why
skin
not?
didn't feel like skin, but it felt like more like leather in a car.
But that's not what it's gonna feel like. They already have stuff like even the toys for men already feel like actual women
Yeah.
parts. I haven't tried, but
Yeah,
I haven't tried. This is what I read.
This
is what
A friend told me.
all of that
Friend
shit
told-
looks
friend told me.
plastic to me.
So it's all plastic. I can't try it yet. I'm
I
not
don't
allowed
know.
to. God would look down on me very bad. But if it has feelings and stuff, like bro, like I'd be down.
You're going down to the meme of
if it has
can you fuck
feelings and
it?
stuff?
No.
Yeah.
Then I don't want it.
No.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's say,
Pretty
yeah.
much. Pretty much.
Look, if it could respond to me and like talk to me and like be somewhat humanoid,
Like
and
made
then-
you cozy.
and then make me feel good, and then still talk to me. Why would I need a woman wife? I just have this robot.
How are you
Bro.
so scared of something that you're so willing to fall in love with?
I don't want to fall in love. I don't want to fall in love. I'm
That's
just
the
scared.
flip
You're
side.
right, you're right.
That is the flip. You can kill me, but I can fall in love with you.
I didn't think about it. I haven't thought about that part. I didn't think about that part.
If it could, just talk to me and be there for me and like listen to my problems because I be having long days sometimes. And, if I could be there for it, and to be
Vice
supportive
versa.
of it. Like,
Listen.
sounds like
man.
you want a girlfriend, my nigga.
Yeah, I think maybe I just need a girlfriend, bro. I need a.
Man, you'd be fucking AI, and AI would be like taking over the world
I
while
need
while
a-
fucking. You
Yeah,
know, they can
you-
do multitasking.
If AI does turn on us, I need to be concerned about you and who you're gonna align with.
Women can do a million things at the same time.
Do you think AI will be able to conjure having a baby? Is that a thing? I've never.
For sure.
Never even
If,
thought about
if cloning is real, then you can. I'm sure there's
I've
a
never
way of
even
doing it.
thought about that. They're having babies with AI. That's
why would a robot need to go through this?
So women
strenuous
don't go
process?
through.
again because
Oh.
again.
Oh, like
Again.
surrogates, not Bruce Willis surrogates.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
Oh,
surrogates.
finally, I've been talking about this movie a lot, and nobody has watched it.
No,
Finally,
Surrogate-
somebody.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Surrogate's a good movie.
Yeah. I mean, it would
yeah,
be
it's
one reason would be
possible.
that, so
That is one reason.
nobody would die if something
But you
happened.
don't
There
need
would
a
no
whole
problem.
ass robot for that.
I mean, but it,
Like,
it
you
would
would
make
just
it
need,
more.
like a
That's
gestation pod.
possible.
But
That's a possibility though.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, like-
because remember, there's no cap. This is what I was talking.
Okay, you know
about
how I
before. There's
want
no
my
cap to
robot.
the-
If I have a robot having my baby, I want the robot to look like the capsule that Goku came in.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
exactly the same one. Exactly the same one.
The capsule corp. the
Capsule Corp.
Exactly,
capsule.
exactly.
Yeah. But
Yeah, but it's crazy. It's wild.
It is, it
is.
It's a weird like funny conversation, but it's almost not funny because it's really happening.
But again, as you're saying, there's the
Bro,
problem is
bro.
there is no limit. There's
Bro,
no limit.
but-
this
really?
is my problem. With
I know,
it,
no,
is
no.
that there's no
No
there's
cap,
no
yeah.
limit. Yeah, there's no.
I can
no-
tell that
what's-
you feel very strongly about it. It's activating your fight or flight,
Yeah,
fight or fuck
my fighter
reflexes.
it's activating my sexual organs.
Your mojo.
My
Oh.
mojo.
Your mojo.
Listen, you ain't never seen a T8000 with a fatty from Asia. You ain't never seen it. You ain't never seen it. You don't know how, Sway. How, Sway? You ain't never
don't
seen
know.
a T8000 with
I
a
don't
big
know.
old booty from Asia. Talking about I love you, baby.
Yeah,
What?
I mean, it sounds like you're excited for the day, bro.
I'm
and I wish
excited
you
for. I'm
happy
excited for.
hunting.
Can I be honest? I'm excited for the sexual robots.
I know, we know.
Yeah. Can you fucking yes? Okay,
Yeah,
let's go.
The other
We know.
robots,
Finally.
I'm not excited for, but the sexual robots,
Not the
seem-
murder ones.
not the,
No,
not
the
the ones
murder
that kill,
ones.
but the
The
ones
murder
that are
ones,
having
no.
babies and having relationships. Those seem fun.
It sounds like you're excited for humans. We already have
Yeah,
those.
yeah. We're already here.
We have those.
I don't- humans.
Too complex. It's too complex. There is no
humans-
switch button.
Nah, man. I'm.
There's no okay. I want just a little talk, more talk, less talk. Just
I'm
shut
too
up.
torn, man. I'm too torn.
Basically.
bro. they fucked me up, man.
Well, and when it's all said and done, we're gonna have robots that are millionaires. We already have a robot that's a
We
millionaire.
have one.
And eventually, Meth will be able to fuck one, and I'm happy about that. I'm
you-
happy
could you-
about that. I'm excited for you, bro.
Can the robot millionaire be hacked?
Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
you can be hacked,
And
but,
make him-
But the coins,
make it-
but the coins are on the blockchain. So
Oh.
even if you
Decentralized
hack
blockchain.
it,
But
even
he
if
actually,
you-
so he has no bank account.
no.
Okay. Well, I mean, he's a millionaire, but I mean, yeah, that's
I
what I'm
don't-
saying.
Isn't it weird that you sexed it? Isn't it weird that you sexed
He,
it?
yeah, you said he.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
said
right.
he. You see
And
what's
it's
happening?
an- it's an
It,
it.
because they never talk about
it's an
it.
it. Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
actually
yeah.
talk about it
Yeah,
when you
it's an
talk with
it.
somebody?
It's an it.
What? No.
It's not in our conversation. That's why I say he.
Yeah, but neither was they or them, and that's
Well,
yeah,
not here. At
like,
least not
see,
in my circle of like life. I don't have the them, they, their Yet,
I
at
just-
least. I don't know people who identify themselves as
I don't
he,
know.
she, him, whatever.
They, them.
They, them, sorry.
Other.
But
Oh, yeah.
I think it's weird to sex artificial intelligence because it's not human.
I know it has to be it, but it feels weird for
And
me
it's
to
an it.
talk about
It's an
something that
it.
it's it.
It's but
Even
it's
when I talk about dogs or animals, you say he or she.
Like even if there was
it's
a
already
super
happening.
even if
Exactly.
there was a super smart dog. Oh well we do
The actual.
we do sexualize Sophia because that's
She's
a
a
she.
she. She's a
It's
she.
Uh-huh.
a she. Yeah.
And she's a robot.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It is a robot.
See,
It is
but
a
it's
robot,
happening.
yeah.
It's happening. It.
I'm
would
getting
be-
an early jump on my robot racism. Like,
Yeah, fuck those
these
robots.
things ain't
You're going
human.
back and forth,
I
huh?
don't want them. No.
Back and forth, back and forth.
I don't want them here.
I think the technology is awesome.
Yeah,
think
I
that
agree, I
Humans
agree.
are awful. And
Yes, I agree with
everything
that,
that
too.
we're gonna do with that technology is probably gonna be more awful.
And the people who control that technology, we just,
Yeah,
it's up to them,
yeah,
basically.
yeah. Unless it becomes sentient and breaks free, which I mean, in that case, with that.
If you had to choose between trusting an AI free or the people who actually control AI,
I'd probably trust the AI.
right? I feel the same way.
You fool.
That's how they get you.
That's what they want you to think.
That's what they want you to think.
Disney just spent the last 20 years making movies trying to tell us to trust
Nah,
AI.
you can already-
Exactly,
You can already
exactly.
see what's happening. Meth is gonna fall in love with an AI,
Listen,
bro.
guys,
They're
listen.
gonna finesse him.
Have you
into,
seen The
like, doing
Creator?
some crazy shit.
Oh, no, yet.
Have you seen The Creator?
I haven't.
Wait.
It's a movie with Denzel Washington's son, and he's like super racist against AI because they.
Oh, yeah, I've watched it. Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah.
The one with the holes in the.
movie's-
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
And they end up like nuking
Yes.
Los Angeles, and like I can't spoil it because. But it's dope. It
really is.
pretty
It
cool.
really
It's pretty
is.
cool.
And-
It's pretty cool. That's gonna be meth.
And happy about it.
I am the
He's
creator.
gonna be like, no, guys, we have to hear them out, and it's
Yeah.
gonna be like Terminators
Yeah.
coming down the street.
I was trying to
But I
warn
mean,
I
you.
am
But,
the creator.
But Daddy, I love him. Little Mermaid, ass shit.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
But yeah,
never seen this movie, by the way.
That's
You're gonna
actually
love
pretty
it.
good.
You're gonna
It's
love
pretty
it.
Yeah,
good.
never
It's
seen
pretty
it.
good.
That's one.
I mean, the writing could definitely
Yeah, I
be.
mean, it's not
better.
too intense. It's not too deep.
The writing could be better.
but-
And there's a lot of. I liked it.
But you're also
I
very
liked it.
critical. I had to say.
I try not to be. I try.
But
not
I
to
mean,
be.
but your mind goes to the
Like
whole
I
thing.
try not
so.
to be. I try not to. You know, the fucked up part is like I end up watching movies and like I want to allow the suspension of disbelief, but it doesn't always happen because when I'm watching the movie, I immediately start thinking about the world building, right? Like, and I do this with all movies. I do this with fucking Pixar movies. My daughter loves the movie Luca, right?
Oh.
And every time it plays, she stops crying or whatever the case is, right? Loves Luca. And every time I watch it, I'm like, but they can just be out of the water, and when they get wet, how does that work? Like, how's he gonna move to another town if he's actually secretly a sea monster? See, that doesn't work. He would get wet, like so.
What happens if it rains?
Yeah, what happens if it rains? Like this is so. I try not to be critical. I try to just enjoy stuff for what it is.
But like it's everything. The more you know about it, the more you think about it.
yeah.
So it's just like having the same thing as me because I know a lot about the industry, and when I watch a movie, it's impossible. I
Yeah.
have really toned down to actually enjoy what I'm watching.
Yeah, and you're an action movie fan too, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I
yeah.
have to be.
Yeah,
It'd be
I
weird
know,
though.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. I watch a John Wick, right?
Uh-huh.
And I love the choreography, but I love the choreography the way that I love any action movie's choreography. It's like dancing really dope. That's how I view it. It's like
And that's
it's
how we
a
describe
really
it,
cool-
actually, yes.
Yeah, it's a really cool dance. Like, and I love it for that. And I'm always paying attention to it, but because I don't know so much about the actual technical side of it, I don't have trouble with suspending my disbelief. Like, obviously, if I see Keanu Reeves get shot 6 times and kill 90 guys, I'm like, nah, never. But it looked cool. I liked it. I liked how you did it. You know what I mean? Like, I like that. But I imagine for you, it's probably like, oh man, what rig did they have to use to get that shot? And then, you know,
Yeah.
I know
And
that
also, I wish I
stuntman-
was there. Also.
And I wish I was there. And I know that stuntman did that 30 times before he
Yes.
got that correct. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
probably at 4 a.m. in the morning. Yeah. Waiting for like 10 hours, and then the last 2, you're like falling from 10 meters.
So in that and this is actually perfect because we
Perfect segue.
Yeah. So in that
I'm good, right?
No, you're
No, I'm good. I'm good. That
Oh,
was
yeah,
my
hell
intention.
Yeah, that's why you're here. That's why you're here.
Segue, perfect segue.
So,
Action movies, action guy, action stuntman, Barcelona.
There you go. Great presentation, bro. Thank you.
One of the things that I wanted to talk about was the rise of this is long-winded, but the rise of what is being referred to by the industry as background movies, which are movies that are designed for people to be able to watch on Netflix or other streaming platforms while on their phone and still be able to keep up with it.
That's right.
So there's the rise of background movies. And a lot of those background movies, because they're not so dependent on plot,
Fondo de armario.
like they're not so dependent on plot or like intricacies of even design, a lot of them are action movies, right? So they come out like there are a couple like Red Notice. I don't know if you saw Red Notice, which cost $400 million, but it's a background movie. You don't have to be watching it. Like half of anything that Ryan Reynolds is in,
I read that it's with
Netflix,
The Rock and
it's like, or with
yeah.
The Rock.
Yeah,
It's background shit. Like I can watch this movie while I'm getting my work done,
Yeah.
and I can.
Because the storyline is not too complex, so you just
there's not like
you know it,
that.
okay.
So what
Ed
they,
Sheeran is in that movie.
I think,
Okay.
briefly,
Wow.
but
Go on.
But with the rise of background movies in that way, and a lot of them being action, because it's easy to tell a very linear story. Be like, this guy has the MacGuffin. Go get the MacGuffin before this guy gets shot by the other MacGuffin. And we got to get both MacGuffins in one MacGuffin building. Like, you know, it's easy to do that.
What the fuck was that?
It's
The base of
That's
a
it's
lot
the
of
base
action
of-
movies.
I
It's
get
the
what you're
basis
saying.
for
It's a
it.
background movie. You're right.
Yeah.
so
Something you put
and I
on
watch
while
it,
you're
and
doing
I,
else.
and I watch a lot of those because I get to watch it in the background. You know, I don't have to pay attention
Yeah,
to it,
yeah.
and I can still understand what's going on. And if it's interesting enough while I'm doing something else, then I'll come back and I'm gonna watch it again. Especially if it looks cool. Like if it looks cool enough, I'll come back. But a lot of those movies are action movies right now. And do you think, as a stuntman, that depreciates the value of a good action movie?
No, because our industry depends more into what kind of actions we do, not the storyline.
Right.
Okay.
So basically, everything we do is towards how dangerous it can be, or how big it can be, or how cool it can be.
Okay.
It's not always straightly linked to the actual
To
plot.
the movie or
Yeah.
the
Exactly.
plot
Yeah,
or
which is why you have like a lot of movies that are like horrible movies with amazing action scenes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, when
yeah.
you do a fight with main characters, of course, there's relation because the main characters, you need to know how they move and how skilled they are and everything. But in terms of the whole action we do, no, because most of the time, unless it's like Avengers or a movie that's 90% action, what we do, it tends to be like a 10% of the movie. You know, when we go there for like, I don't know, 2 weeks. And then we do whatever they ask us, and then 1 week, and then 3 days. So it's not always like, for us it doesn't diminish, because if I'm being honest, action always looks cool. You know, you have to really do a shitty job to make action not look good. You know what I mean? So in that sense, we just keep focusing on what we do, and we just try to do as good as we can.
Okay, so that brings me to my next question, right? With that being said, over the last few years, there's been like the strikes in Hollywood, and a lot of those strikes were predicated on the concept of studios wanting to cut the actual artist out of things, which, in my opinion, has been happening for years, especially where action is concerned, because we've started this reliance on CGI versus getting practical effects done and getting these like one of my favorite movies when I was younger was the original Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, right?
Oh yeah, great.
And that was so awesome. And like Yip Man 1, like is like those were so awesome because they were
Real.
physical. They're real. Like it's not
anything
and
Jackie Chan. Anything Jackie Chan.
Yeah. Exactly. Like that's an excellent. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying is if we're in a time period with action movies in particular where there's not just with action movies but with the industry in particular where there's more reliance on things like CGI, right? So when I was watching the Super Bowl this like 2 weeks ago, one of the things I took notice of was like every commercial was CG, and then by the time it got to a commercial that wasn't CG, it was like 2 actors, and then the rest of the commercial was CG, right? And then we have things like
shout out to Kevin Bookhart, sorry, one of the presenters is a friend of mine.
Oh yeah,
the guy who was with Brady.
Oh shit!
The presenter, I did a tour to him, so he's actually a friend of mine.
That's cool.
Yeah. Shout out to him. Yeah, he's a cool dude.
That's cool. That's cool.
Shout out to you.
But a lot of the commercials during the Super Bowl, they were CGI, right? And then there would be a couple that had actors, and then even those were still shot on, at the very least, green screen. Probably blue screen, but at the very least, green screen, right? And which cuts out the actor, it cuts out the stunt coordinator, or it cuts out the writer too, because part of, like I was saying before, part of what the strikes were about was
script writing. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Right?
That's where everything started.
So, do you feel like,
like kind of threatened by that?
Yeah,
I've had that question before. Yeah,
I was trying to put it in a delicate way.
No, but
we're all artists here. We all feel lightly threatened by robots. Some of us have
not really.
Some of us have conflicting relationships with it and really need to figure it out.
Too extreme. Like either I want to fuck it or he wants to kill me. He wants to kill me. Either one of the two.
Don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry about me.
No, but answering the question, okay, a little bit, especially the first thing we have to look at is how society kind of move towards what we see on the screen. Okay. And what I'm trying to say is we started with practical effects, with everything being real. Then CGI came on and everybody was like really excited about it. Mm-hmm. But I think we're going to get to a point that we're going to not get bored, but we're going to feel like we need to see more real things. So, in commercials, I'm not talking about commercials. I'm talking about movies or like,
But some of those commercials had stunts in them.
But commercials is my thing. In our industry.
Do you remember that old PS4 commercial where there's like, they're like walking through that set, that one set that everyone uses in LA. It's like a town.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about? Like that.
Yes.
Like it's like a city, but it's like clearly a set.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And everybody's walking through there, and it's supposed to be depicting like just gamers playing games. So it's like things blowing. It was like depicting what was in like Free Guy before Free Guy came out, but everything was done practically. Because at the time, that was the only fucking option.
Exactly.
Everything was done practically because that was the only option. But
I feel like people will want to see real things again. It's a 50-50 right now.
But
what
happens when we can't tell? Because we can't really tell now.
You can always tell. I think at least so far we can always tell.
Uncanny Valley is always going to be present.
It's a good question. But again, going back to the commercials and TV shows, there are two separate things in our industry. Mm-hmm. There's people who just dedicated themselves to doing commercials and people who all work in the film industry.
Yeah, that's true.
People don't really like. I mean, usually commercials is more money, especially here in Barcelona, which is the commercial city. And, but, I mean, again, people will prefer, but there's a lot. I think it's going to be a mixture. I don't think AI is going to. CGI is going to take over everything. I really don't.
Can I ask you?
Isn't it fair to say that it has had a very strong grip on Hollywood at the very least.
Yes, because when it comes to explosions and big things, expensive things,
That's expensive
yes.
as fuck.
But anything that is fighting or like people falling from the buildings or all these kind of things, you actually want to see. That's what I feel and that's what I hope too.
Yeah, no,
But
you
the
know what's
fighting
funny?
for sure. When
What's
you need
funny-
people involved
Yeah, for fighting scenes.
and anything that's people involved, you cannot have. I mean, right now CGI to make people the way we move and in a very specific way, very unique way for your personality.
And I
and
think
your
there's
character.
It's heavier. It's heavier.
It's heavier, but
It's
not
heavier.
only that, I think
it's
it
got
also
more
makes
of a
it look
thump
good.
to it.
Exactly.
Like the movements have more of a
Exactly.
thump to it. Because like even if I'm watching like the most recent Marvel movie, like there are the moments where you can see, oh, this part was CG, and then they're back to using the stunt coordinators.
And also,
for
is it believable or not? Like if they're flying in the space, blah 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 blah. But if they want to make it look like they're fighting in the city and something theoretically like real, I think they're gonna use real people. I just saw in Hungary they filmed, I think it was Mission Impossible 4, and there's a jump onto a helicopter. You don't want to make these real. Why would you use CGI to do You know what I mean? There's certain things that are doable, relatively easy for us.
He sounds exactly like my brother when I have conversations. My brother works as a key grip in the film
Atlanta.
industry in Atlanta, right? And I have this conversation with him all the time, and he says that he's like, oh, people are always gonna want something real. They're always gonna want something real. And I'm like, dude, it's getting to a point where we're not necessarily able to tell. And I think that's the difficult part is that, like,
The average consumer, because I would
Yeah,
consider
yeah.
you. I would consider you a little more of like an avid.
Yeah, he's not an average consumer.
Yeah,
No,
you're
no.
not an average consumer. Bro.
Same as
You're
my
really,
brother-in-law.
You're really breaking down what you're watching. You know what you're looking at. You know things about what's going on. So I don't consider your knowledge like a basic knowledge,
but
bro.
that's kind of the point that I'm making, where I'm saying like the average consumer is not going to be able to tell, right?
No, well, okay, now I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
okay,
you're
yeah.
right. You're right.
Yeah,
It's getting a little too blurred.
Yeah,
The line
I
is
mean,
getting too blurred. Where the
there've been-
CGI is getting
There
almost
have
too
been
good.
AI videos recently.
And the AI
that
is
I've seen.
getting
Then
too
we're
good.
going to
Focus
have
on
a strike
AI.
again. Then I think we're going to also have a strike.
Yeah, but
'Cause-
then everything will, like the technology will be kind of like too
Yeah, but
advanced.
then
like have
we're
you
done
seen
for.
some of the shit
Like,
that
everything
people
is
can
done
make
for
on-
An AI?
No,
An AI?
no,
It's
no. I
crazy.
mean, what people can make, like what some of the shit that
Oh, yeah,
people
yeah,
can
no,
make
it's
in
crazy, it's
Unreal
crazy.
Engine.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Oh, in
The
Unreal
video games.
5?
The video games.
No, it's not just that. It's
So then I think two options.
3D,
Either
oh my God,
it takes
it's
over
crazy.
everything or it loses value because there's going to be too much of it.
Yeah, it's at extremes.
Yeah, it's
or maybe that's what it becomes, right? Like it becomes like a thing where you have to make like where people don't want very fantastical things to happen because
that's going
you know
back
what I mean?
to practical and more kind of real things. Exactly.
But then you're also kind of you could be limited in that way, like because I saw Infinity War and it was amazing.
It was hella
like,
fun.
That's
It
one
was hella
genre,
fun.
yeah.
It's like 90.
But you know
I'm talking
where this
action,
happened?
Action. I'm talking in
but
the action. genre.
it's in action. There's always genres, and that's like science
Fair
fiction.
enough,
Science
fair
fiction
enough,
is always
fair
going to be that, and that's what you're looking for.
You know what's a good example for me?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what's
That's
a good
true. That's very
example for
true.
me of this happening and me feeling like I don't like the CGI. I wish I could go back to like the bare bone
yeah.
action. Fast and Furious. That whole
Exactly.
series,
You
it's
lose the
it's-
essence. You
bruh,
lose the essence.
I don't know what happened, but from like the fourth one forward, I was just like, yo, this is not even a movie anymore.
Yeah.
This is like this is just some superhero shit.
Yes,
I don't know what.
I was just talking to Ari about that.
Bro,
shit. I
Fast
was
and
just
Furious
talking
went
to
from
Ari
being
about that shit.
so cool because it was real and
Crazy
raw,
but real.
but it was you could tell, you could hear the vroom
And
in
also,
that
yeah, you had
car
that
engine.
I saw
excitement.
Vin.
Yeah.
I saw
Yeah.
Vin Diesel. First of all,
That video of
I've
jumping
never
the-
seen a full Fast and Furious movie in my life.
That's crazy.
Um,
The 1 and 2, you
second
never
of
seen
all,
1 and 2, the full thing?
No.
Nah,
no,
man, damn.
No,
Yeah, damn.
I've
Damn,
never
that's
seen
wild.
a full
Those are
Fast
really
and
good.
Furious
1 and
movie.
2.
No, I've
Even
seen
the
one.
third.
I saw one. That's the one with Tyrese and Paul Walker.
That's the
only,
second
right?
one.
It's
That's
like
the second
Second one.
No, but that's like Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, and Tyrese.
And Tyrese, that's the second one or third one.
Who's
That's
in
not
the first one?
The first one, I don't
Just
even
Vin
think,
Diesel and Paul Walker.
I don't even think Tyrese is
And
the first one.
yeah, I don't remember. They watched them a long time
Yeah,
ago. and I
Tyrese
just-
is
Yeah,
a
I've
matter of
been-
fact.
I've never
But
seen
yeah,
a
but
full.
the
a
new
full-
movies, they're jumping out of bridges, out of like skyscrapers from 1 to 9. It's just,
I saw Vin Diesel
the thing,
drive
that's
a
what I'm
car
saying.
and swing on a vine with the car
That's
onto
what
another cliff.
But that's what I'm saying, though.
That's wild.
And not have one scratch on his body, though.
Not even a dirty T-shirt.
Not even
a
not
dirty.
even a
not even
dirty-
a gasp.
Not even
Not even
a,
a-
he never said
Nothing,
anything.
bro.
Dirty T-shirt.
He's like family.
Tyrese is not in the first one. That's when it was just the raw cast. That's when it was Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, Michelle.
So that's what I'm saying. You don't want to see like a
John
CGI
Ritter.
car. You don't want not only cars. You like people. It's again, if you see John Wick, you see where the CGI is, and I'm always going to defend
Keanu.
John Wick. I love Kenny.
Yeah.
But also because you're pushing. They keep on pushing, and there's a certain points that you need CGI to keep on pushing.
Yeah.
But there's always going to be some like practical action movies.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
You will always need them. If you look back to the
Like
007
Oldboy
and all
shit.
that,
Have you seen Old Boy?
Old Boy?
Nah. Have you seen Old Boy?
I haven't.
Oh my God!
Old Boy.
Everybody do yourself a favor and go watch.
It looks good.
I'm
it
not
looks
even. I'm
good.
not gonna
It
say
looks good.
nothing else.
Yeah.
If you guys have
Korean?
not seen it, oh yes, it is so good.
You know who you would
good.
have to talk to? My brother-in-law, my sister's husband.
Mhm.
Bro, he's an encyclopedia of cinema and
Oh shit! That's
and
cool.
This looks like a dope
books
movie.
and literally everything.
It looks good.
Bro,
It looks
it
really
has
good.
one
Yeah,
of the
it
most.
looks good.
This is the only thing I'll say. It has one of the most iconic scenes in it that is so dope. Like that scene alone. Like I feel like without the scene that I'm thinking about, you don't even get John Wick. Like it
Damn.
revolutionized. Like
That's crazy.
bro, you gotta check it out. You gotta check it out.
okay.
It's
Oh,
super
boy.
good. Super good. Super good movie.
We ran to two or three films so far. I got to run back on this episode just to catch them.
Yeah.
But I'm always going to tell you, Swan, solo leveling.
So,
It's going to be very tiring, yeah, but you're really going to
Right
enjoy
now.
it.
you get 3
Right
episodes.
there.
You get 3 episodes.
I'm going to send it to you on Instagram anyway, but you're going to be happy about it. It's old school in terms of the way it's kind of I mean, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to condition
I
you.
got it here. I'll check it out.
Give it 3 episodes.
You
Three.
get 3 episodes.
Three
you
episodes.
get 3 episodes.
Perfect.
And
On the third one, it's just where everything changes. So perfect.
Okay. Yeah. Nah. But
yeah, going back to
But yeah, you're saying
in terms of action, I mean, on an explosion, big things is always going to be, at least for now, is much cheaper. Even when you do like what we call bonzo, like a full burn, depending what they usually use CGI either to add fire or to shape it whatever form they want, or even the color and everything. But usually we actually try to, I was the coordinator for a TV show called Who's Erin Carter. It's on Netflix. If you haven't watched it and you're from Barcelona, you have to watch it because everything is shot in Catalonia. So there is a lot of things you recognize. Is who is Erin Carter?
Which is who's Aaron? But Aaron Carter.
No, it has nothing to do with any Erin Carter you might know or have
'cause that was,
heard of.
one
It's a woman that gets out of London and comes to Barcelona to start a new life, and it's how her old life is catching up to her.
Oh wow!
And it's basically action, and we're here for 8 months basically. It's a co-production with
and talking about that, mentioning the whole filming in Catalonia, there's a lot more filming going on in Catalonia now because of the tax breaks and everything that's.
It's not as
started
good as in
happening.
other places of Spain, but yes, I think it's getting better. Because in the hot spot is Canarias, the Canary Islands.
Canary Islands.
Because tax rebate there is, I think, is about 50 or 55%.
Wow.
So it's wild. I think in last time I checked in Barcelona it was about 25 going to 30, but I don't know how it went. Basque Country, I think it's 40. Don't take my word for it. That's the last thing I remember, so we'll have to look it up again. But I know Barcelona is not the best one in terms of tax rebate or tax incentives, but it is Barcelona. So
we were actually talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Like I was telling you, while I was doing research for this episode, I found out that the tax incentives started happening, I guess, back in 2015 during the filming of Game of Thrones season 6. They shot in Girona, and I guess from that point it incited a bunch of tax incentives that included things like Cobra Kai being shot here. What else was shot here?
Lots of
Andor.
Even The Crown. The Crown was also shot here.
I didn't know
I
that.
was in
didn't
The
know
Crown.
Cobra Kai was shot.
I mean,
here.
I am in The Crown. I'm actually.
Yeah.
Quick flex, real quick.
No, it's-
God damn.
But it's you know what the fun thing? I'm a paparazzi following Princess Diana, and my line is Princess Diana, Princess Diana. I'm supposed to be French. I don't remember the accent. But and the craziest part, because one thing you need to know about stunts, we're usually not on the screen. You can usually not recognize us.
Right.
But on that episode, I'm even on the trailer. If you look up the trailer of The Crown season 6, the last one. My face is on the trailer. Not in the the photo, but if you see the trailer, you're gonna see me, which is crazy.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
my mom called me up like, "You're in the trailer." With what do you mean I'm on the trailer? I'm never even on the screen.
I was watching Bird Box 2, months and months ago when you told me you were in it.
Yes.
I was watching Bird Box 2.
You can barely see me though.
Nah, but I was like immediately.
Yeah, because you know me and you know how I move.
yeah.
And you know my face.
And I was like, oh, there's Rodri. And,
Yeah.
Aria's like, where? And I was like, yo, right there. He's right
Actually,
through.
I'm in two places. I'm going down the subway, and then when we are on the subway, I actually have the clip. I can show you really quick. The clip of how when we're falling to the rails and everything.
Yeah. You told me
But-
you had to shoot that 100 times.
Oh yeah. The phrase, because you know how it works. The phrase was la brisa. Brisa is when it's the little air. I don't know how you call it, brisa.
Una brisa, a wind, a gust of wind.
Exactly. So suppose when that happened, you looked at that, and then that's when they got it, and then you become what the movie is.
Let me step
So we
outside
had
the
to
bathroom.
do that for literally. We were on the subway, no signal, no phones, no smoking breaks for whoever smoked, no nothing for 12 hours. And we had to go down, and when we were going down, it was just mad because we had a lot of people at once. We had to make it chaotic, basically. And when you're falling down, the last thing you want is to be chaotic because you need to know where you fall, when the other person is going to fall, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
But it was a lot of fun because we make it fun and we're professionals. We know how to do it. But, bro, it was crazy. It was really crazy. But again, you saw me, but it's literally like a half a second.
Yeah.
It literally is half a second.
Yeah. But
Look,
you also did
That's the clip you're talking about, right?
yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
Boom.
No. Actually,
Not this one?
that's not the one that I recognized you from. There's the scene when you guys are running down the stairs. There's
Oh,
a scene
yeah,
when you
that
guys
I'm-
and you hit the
Yeah,
corner.
that I look.
That's
I look.
what-
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah. I was trying to avoid that one.
Good
No,
catch,
yeah.
good catch. But no, there's a scene when you're running down the stairs, and I was like, oh, there he is.
Yeah.
that-
No. That one again, we had to do it 10 times.
Yeah,
But it
and
was
then,
fun, it was fun.
Most recently, you were on Amazon Prime's Apocalypse Z, right?
Yes, that one. That was last year. Yes.
Yeah,
We shot
yeah.
it last year. Yes.
Yeah.
I have a good shot.
Was
there.
that shot? You got to forgive me. I was supposed to watch this movie this week so that I'd have more.
Just watch
basis
the
on
end.
it.
That's what I mean.
I'm gonna watch it. You know what happened is that we're good friends, and I love you, man.
Uh-huh.
But what happened was you were like, "Yeah, it's a zombie movie," and I was like, "I can't do another zombie movie. I can't."
I feel you.
I just can't.
I feel you.
I need
I'm being honest. I haven't watched it.
I need just a little bit more time. It's been zombies my whole life.
I know. Yeah.
And George A. Romero, rest in peace, he's gone. So we can give it a break. We gave vampires a break for a while.
That's true. That is true.
big
That is
Big
true.
while, yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
gave vampires a break for a while. I'm ready for some more vampire shit now.
Yeah.
But we haven't given zombies a break.
I mean, no.
It was Walking
for
Dead
it.
got big, and then it was World War Z, and then it was fucking 28 Days Later.
Yeah,
now
yeah.
there's
And we
28
just
years
shot,
later, which
Daryl
actually
Dixon.
looks cool. 28 years later, the world building aspect of it looks cool, but I feel the same way where I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready for another zombie movie, especially post pandemic. Post global pandemic. I don't know.
Yeah. And we just shot Daryl Dixon, it's more zombies.
It's more
so I've been a
zombies,
zombie.
Isn't there 4 spin-offs of Walking Dead?
I don't know. I've only worked. I mean, I haven't watched Walking. I watched the first and I think the first 3.
Okay.
Then I stopped, and then I watched a little bit of Daryl Dixon before I started shooting there.
How was that?
The shooting?
Yeah.
It was amazing, bro. It was for me one of the most amazing jobs
Really?
ever because of the actions that I had.
Were you a zombie?
I was a zombie, but it was also
Yeah,
other
you showed
things.
me with was it the when you sat in the chair and had
Yeah,
all
that the makeup
and-
was about 2.5 hours.
yeah,
And but not that. The thing is, there's things that I cannot tell,
Oh,
but
shit.
new things.
Yeah.
And we were
okay.
different things that besides zombies. But what I'm saying is, one of my actions was literally having a fight in an apartment, a small fight, but then break a table,
Mhm.
and after breaking the table, break the window, the balcony window, and then
Mhm.
fall down a balcony,
Okay.
all in once. So that all in the same action, and that usually doesn't happen. What you get is like a little fight, some punches, or you fall,
Yeah.
or whatever. But have everything in the same place.
In the same pocket.
Yeah, that was a check, and I also had like a full fire there too.
So
and-
what is this the most recent season or is it
the last season 3 of Daryl Dixon.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
I've been a zombie. I've been other things. I've been like a normal person. Yeah,
Yeah, you
bro,
know
that was
The
fun.
Walking
that was
Dead.
that was the
a
best one.
lot.
That seems like the most
He-
fun. Being a zombie has to be super
Man,
cool.
when you're there and you realize they're paying you to be a zombie.
Yeah, that's
You
like
know,
the
you're thinking
coolest thing ever.
you narrow it down to, okay, they're paying me like good money to literally play a zombie, be with my friends, be joking around the whole day, have fun. I mean, that's when the small parts are, fun. When we have to do hard stuff, we're also ready for that. And we can
Right,
take a
of
hit for
course.
like 12 hours, fall down, do flips, whatever we have to do for 12 hours straight. But when we have fun, we become brainless people. Just having fun. What I always say, we become orangutan, just having fun, being stupid, and
Yeah,
we're
that's
getting
fun.
paid for it. So
That's awesome.
it's when you realize you've done some right life choices.
Yeah. And talking
I
about
like
those
that, I like
life
that.
choices.
I like that.
Talking
Yeah,
about those life choices, this was a life choice that I think is so left field. And what I mean by left field is that we talked about this earlier, is that it's a very niche. It's a very niche thing to get into. So for me, I think the main question for the listener would be, what brought you onto this road? Because 10 years ago, these schools for acting, I consider it almost a type
It
of
is. It is.
it
It's
is a type of
entertainment.
acting.
Yeah, and it is. Yeah.
It's entertainment. It's a type of acting.
Exactly.
It's a little more than acting, because I mean, being a stuntman cannot be easy.
No, you have to interpretar.
Exactly. But back when you started, there was even less of an opening for this field. So what'd you do? Like, how'd you hear about it? How'd you start? What made you start? And also, how'd you become successful? Because you're an established stuntman. You're good.
Yeah, no,
You know?
I cannot complain. I'm known. I mean, I have contacts. I know people, and I can, at least apply for a lot of opportunities. And I do have a lot of friends abroad and everything. But how it started, I was 24. Fuck, that was like 12 years ago.
I know. I look back in time.
Yeah. Anyway, I just so my story real quick is
12 years ago, like it was 200.
I mean,
know what I mean?
12
for
is
me,
12,
yes, because I was
right?
24 and anyway.
I wish I was 24 myself. Damn.
Exactly. But I came back from, so the story goes, first thing, the reason why I speak English is because I lived in Atlanta for 2 years. Otherwise, I spoke no English. Then I came back, I was an au pair. And I came back, I started doing a sports management degree. And when I was in third year, my sister called me up. My sister has helped me and paved kind of my way in many, 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 many ways. I'm always grateful because she's brilliant.
That's beautiful.
Shout
Shout
out.
out to your sister.
Yeah, no, she really is.
Shout out
And
families.
she was the one who told me, look, I have a friend, has a friend that's doing something that's called stunt. It's like, what is a stunt? And it's like all this action in movies, whatever they do, that's what you have to do.
So your sister introduced you to the stunt
Literally.
world. That's
The reason
crazy.
why she introduced
I
me.
didn't know that.
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
That's
yeah.
I didn't know that. We've
That's
had
how
like
it started.
1,000
Yeah, that's what I'm
conversations.
saying.
But go ahead.
It's back
Go
in the
ahead.
day,
Go
there
ahead.
was-
No, but the main reason why she
Open.
introduced me to that is because I have a gift in sports. In terms, like, I'm not good with math, but I'm good with sports.
Fair enough.
Whatever I have to do in terms of like playing ball, I pick up things really, really easily. And the reason why I'm saying is because when you play basketball, it doesn't matter if you're good at tennis, at football, whatever, because you're playing basketball.
Yeah.
But when you're a stuntman, the more things you know how to do, the better.
Right.
So when my sister
Right.
told me that, I was like, oh, right, finally I can at least show or let people know that I'm good at many things, and it's actually helpful to be good at many things.
Yeah, okay.
Not like, okay, whatever, you just say, you're being a show off. No, it's not that. It's just what it is. What can I do about it?
This is part of my job.
Exactly,
to-
but the weird part,
to
the
operate
different
like
part
this.
is 90% of the stunts come from a martial art.
Okay.
I have never done a martial art in my life.
Okay.
I learned while I got into it.
Okay.
Stage
Okay.
fighting and knowing, how to control your body and everything. But then when I started this course, which was the first year that they were doing it, the company was called it is called In Extremis. That's when they kind of started. And when you get there, they give you like a blank weapon where you can just like shoot blanks. And then you realize they can pay you to do this. You know what I mean?
Your
It was
mind
not
was like,
it was not a hard question. You know what I mean?
I have conversations with Ari about this all the time. Like we'll be watching like Doctor Strange, right? And I'm like, Benedict Cumberbatch is being paid millions of dollars to
Yes.
and pretend like he's opening a portal. Like,
To
you know what I mean?
what's the sign language?
Like,
Do sign language.
It's cool as shit.
It is.
It's
It
cool.
really
It's cool.
is.
It's super different.
It's cool.
It's-
Yeah, I mean, and now it's all like,
But it's work.
Exactly. That's what I was
It's
going to say.
work.
It's not rainbow
It's
and
work.
unicorns.
Yeah,
No.
It's not show up, we're going to shoot for an hour, and then we have
Exactly.
a
But not only that,
blockbuster.
it's like, being you an artist, how much we are offered to do things for free.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Because the entertainment industry is built upon taking advantage of people's ambition and dreams.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
obviously.
In our
Like,
department, it's exactly
you
same
know
thing.
that that's our passion. You know that that's what we love to do. You know that we would wake up and do this every day for nothing.
Exactly.
Which is, so
Which is why this is happening.
you're like,
Exactly.
ooh, big opportunity.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
So-
So your sister was the
Yeah. In many ways, being an au pair and going to the stage was also her idea.
damn. So she almost drove your life.
Literally, the big decision. No,
That's
but the
crazy.
big decisions that actually changed my life were thanks to my sister. 100%. 100%.
So do you give her like a 10% cut of your
Yeah, I know,
paycheck?
I know,
Like,
right?
Some of the things
Right,
I do.
right,
So,
right.
yeah, bro, you gotta give her a little.
Because
10,
besides
a little
what
10%.
things people don't know is besides being a stuntman, I'm also a gastronomic tour guide.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
wait,
yes,
really?
yes.
Yes, and
he
that's
is.
also
Yes,
thanks
he
to my
is.
sister. Actually, she started it, and I
What
basically
is
follow
going
up.
on? Can I meet your sister?
I mean, yeah, she.
No, can I meet her, please?
Well, no, she has wrote a book called Las Bragas al
That's
Sol.
right.
Man,
Yes,
you want to
that's
hear?
true.
You want to love my sister even more? She has wrote a book 3 years ago called Las Bragas al Sol, Las Calzas al Sol in Catalan. Panties on the Line is not going to be called that in English. We're working on it. But she is, and she was an unknown author that published with Penguin Random House.
Oh, Penguin.
Yes, and it's the first time ever
book
in
fairs.
the Catalan literal history that an unknown author sells more than 80,000 copies in Catalan.
Right. In
So she's been
Catalan.
the top 5, top 10, top 5 in the last 3 years.
Wow.
That in history that was never done before.
Yeah, she's breaking records.
You know, my sister, she's like I always say that she's like a bright light. She's always happy. She's always going. She's always doing. And that's all thanks to our dad, to be honest, and our parents, because my dad came from nothing to where he has now. Anyway.
If we could take a
That's
quick
crazy.
second and you could shout out your sister by name and the book.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
like
the book,
just
yeah, yeah.
go ahead and plug that.
My
Go ahead and
name,
plug
like
that,
my
'cause
sister's
that's
name
awesome.
is Regina Rodriguez Sirven, and that's actually her Instagram is Hola Soc la Regi, which means hello, I'm Reggie.
I'm ready.
And the book is called
It's at
Hola Soc la Regi. Yes.
Okay.
And her book is Las Bragas.
I'll put it on the screen.
Yeah. But her name is the name of the book is Panties on the Line, Las Bragas al Sol, Las Calzas al Sol. For you to know, it's originally wrote in Catalan. It's already been translated to Spanish, Polish, Italian, Portuguese, and it's in this September is going to be in English.
In
And
English.
we're going to New York to do the
Let's
presentation.
go.
Man,
That's
let's
awesome.
But I
Let's
have
not
another,
stop.
bro.
Cool.
I have another quick this story is mad. What I'm about to tell you.
No. Continue.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
What I'm
keep
about to
going.
tell you
Very
right now is
interesting.
mad. Two things. One thing can be already said. We're working on it to make it a movie. We already have a production company
man, all right.
interested.
Well,
No.
let's keep
It's gonna
going.
happen.
Yeah, let's keep going.
But the craziest part is that I'm gonna throw a name that makes no sense, and the name that I'm gonna
Vin Diesel.
no Matt Damon.
Matt Damon?
Matt
Matt
Damon.
Damon? That's a good name.
shit.
But wait. The reason why I'm calling Matt Damon, and I think you're gonna love this story, is through the tours that we do. But my sister started. It's a gastronomic tour. It's from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. and we only work 99% of our clients are from the United States. And my sister's been doing it for 10 years, and she had some clients, and when she was stopping and talk about her life and everything, it was the first time ever that she talked about a movie. And the movie, one of our favorite movies, is called Good Will Hunting.
Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Great
So
movie.
and she was
Robin
like,
Williams. Matt Damon. Go ahead,
yeah.
Boston.
I mean, just
Go
the
ahead. Yeah,
dialects
yeah,
and.
Yeah. I'm with you. Go ahead.
So when
Classic.
and she always tells the same thing. Is the first time ever that she was actually talking about this movie. Okay, and when she was telling that she got inspired with the book, with the movie, and the dialects, of course, keeping the distance and everything. When she finished, the couple looked at each other, and then the husband said to her, like, "Do we tell her?" And she's like, "Do you tell me what?" And like, Matt Damon is a good friend of ours. And we like the husband was there when Matt and the other guy, sorry, the name
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck, we're writing the script the script. Like that guy was in the same room when they were writing the script. And it's not the first draft is not what we saw, of course. It's something completely different.
Obviously.
But so basically that started, and then they got connected, of course, and then thanks to the Robin, the woman, the movie's happening. And the last thing is Matt Damon has a copy of my sister's book in his living room.
Let's go.
Damn, this is like the coolest thing ever.
Like, I mean, clap it up for
Yeah. I
for
mean,
some good shit coming in the future.
It is definitely happening. No, Matt knows about it because through
My man
the
said Matt, like they on first name
Man,
basis.
that's
No,
my
not
boy.
me, not
That's
me.
my dog.
I'm just
know,
listening.
I
That's
call
my
him
dog.
Matty D. Really, I call him Matty
Really,
D.
it's Maddie, but it's all
Matty D.
good.
But
No, I'm just a passenger. I'm just enjoying the ride.
Nah,
While
man,
my
this is a
sister's doing
beautiful.
magic.
This is,
That's
can
a
I be
cool-ass
honest?
story,
This
though.
is a beautiful ride that you're on. Your story is like
Yeah, no, yeah.
there's They say there's no such thing as coincidences, but some things are coincidences, man. Some things are like I don't know.
or
Maybe not coincidences, but
But
man,
it's like have you
some
wrote
things are written.
Like yeah,
the 10,000 hour kind of theater? You know, when you it's kind of those because doing tours
Exactly.
is just being able to break the ice in 5 minutes and make people like you in like this in an instant. And that's what we do. That we're people persons.
Yeah,
my sister and I, and we worked very hard on it. And we have our kind of we know what to say, how to say it, and everything. But the first thing is you have to connect with the people. You need to read the people. And when I think our gift is that we always give out a lot of energy and good energy.
Yeah,
We're always giving.
I can feel that.
And we're always showing passion in everything we do, in the way we talk it, and the way we present it, and it just catches on. And then these things happen. If you're just like whatever, blah 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 blah, then people don't really pay attention to you.
No.
They don't want to connect with
catch
you.
on to the right type of energy. Yeah, that's for
Exactly.
sure. I can definitely relate, man. That's just
So with
fun.
you to move
crazy.
from there to the area with your sister and working on doing a film and everything, and having been in Atlanta and here, and I'm probably LA at some point. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are the biggest differences that you see, like industry wise? Like, what are
there's
the
a big
biggest
difference. Big
Like
difference.
the like, is it pace? Is it
The first thing is how can I put it? Not organization, but it's so in UK you have the register. In the US you have Unity. In Spain you have nothing. Literally, you can go there and say I'm a stunt, like okay, and you can work. Okay, that's like very simple. I mean, of course you have to be good, and nobody's gonna take you.
There's no unions.
Your word for it.
There's no unions.
There's
here in
nothing.
Spain.
There's
It's
nothing.
a socialist country, so why
Socialism.
would they have?
There's literally nothing.
Unions,
So the first thing I'm going to
That
say,
makes sense.
the stunt industry is not as big as you would think. Like I think in Spain, if you narrow it down to people who actually work, we're like 200 people. Let's say 300 people.
See, that was one of the things that I found out about why a lot of stuff is being filmed in Catalonia right now is because not only are people able to get the tax incentives, but a lot of the studios are already here. Like, and like they have
well
cast
prepared.
in crews, like, and it's
Yes.
about 80% of the international production crews are like here.
because of
in
commercials.
Catalonia.
Because of
That's already
commercials.
here.
Yeah. So people are really excited to come out
Come
here and
here
work
and work
because
because they
there
don't
are
have to do
teams
anything.
already set up
Yeah,
out
you
here.
don't have to bring anything.
They don't have to bring anything.
No, we're
bring
like
anything.
super professional. Like the people know everything. I mean, we're at a level like that's when I did Who's That in Carter, the show that I was telling you about on
Who's That in
Netflix.
Carter?
Yeah.
So I was the local stunt coordinator. Okay, when you do a big production, you need the local, the people, the guy who knows everybody there. That was me, and then I had two coordinators on top of me. There were Paul Shapcott and Clean Elvi, and then we had a third, which is Stuart Thurp. These three guys are from New Zealand,
Okay.
coordinators of Game of Thrones.
Shout out New Zealand.
Yes, Kiwis.
On the way. I'm on the way.
Look,
Oh shit.
Apunamu. This is
That's fucking awesome.
nobody can touch it though.
Yeah, I know. You
Energy
saw me
wise.
gearing up to touch it. I was like,
Yeah, like,
give
yeah,
it,
yeah.
give it
So,
here.
It's called Punamu. It's a stone that only grows is in New Zealand, and you can
Yeah.
only get it if it's gifted to you.
Yeah.
As a present.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
They gave it to me when we were shooting on my birthday, and then we went to Costa Brava to do the ceremony.
That's
To
awesome.
do the how you call it
Kind of like blessing it.
the blessing,
Yeah, like a-
kind of,
a-
yeah.
a-
But in
blessing
Maori,
rituals.
in
In
their
Maori.
own- in Maori.
Yeah, Maori,
Yeah.
That
that's
was bro.
crazy.
Clean and I were crying.
I
Anyway,
That has to be.
am super jealous right now.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a
I
lot.
know, he knows.
There's a lot going
No,
on.
but
There's
he
a lot
knows.
no,
going
I know how
on.
He
special
knows-
everything I'm saying is.
Yeah,
It's
he
fucking
knows
crazy.
exactly
It's a lot.
why I'm
It's a
jealous
lot.
as fuck right now. But that is awesome.
That's
That
sick,
is
though.
fucking
Yes,
awesome.
yes,
That
yes.
is super
That's
cool.
so cool.
And
That's
again,
super cool.
them being the coordinator of Avatar, Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones,
Yeah,
even
yeah,
like
yeah.
Mulan, and they've been in Avengers and everything.
Mhm.
The first thing they told me when I did the meeting, I mean the kind of the audition,
Mhm,
just
mhm.
they said we don't work with ego. Like no, we don't want people that has an ego.
We don't work with people who we don't work with people who have an ego, or we don't work with our own egos.
No,
What do you
we
mean?
won't work with. So what it was they were trying to say is we want to create an environment that's all positive, and people want to create a family and all go
Yeah,
together
yeah,
to the same place.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want a me person basically.
Yeah.
So
That makes
the
sense.
fact that the
makes
first
sense.
thing that's how I run my life. That's how I feel like I always
Yeah,
do things.
Yeah,
And the fact that the first thing they said to me was that it was a click.
yeah,
That's-
yeah.
And
yeah.
also I threw the tour in there, of course.
Mm-hmm,
The gastronomic tour goes
obviously.
everywhere. You can throw it to anybody. Everybody's gonna love
Yeah,
it.
of course. It's
So
it's a great
but the
plan.
good thing
It's a
is
great plan.
before we did the tour, they came up to me and said, "Job is yours," which were the greatest 8 months of my entire life
Wow.
in terms of money wise, professionally wise, everything. With you have to watch Who's That in Qatar because everything is in Catalonia is action, is good action, and everything happens here.
See, that's what I wanted to
That's
ask you
sick.
earlier with Apocalypse Z, right? So I watched the trailer for the movie when I was supposed to be doing research this week, and what I noticed in the trailer was like a lot of it was very clearly Catalonia, and I was like, oh, was this fucking filmed here? Like all of it was.
No,
filmed
no,
here?
no. I don't know because I was
I wasn't sure if it was like the movie was set in Barcelona.
some parts
like-
are. Because again, one thing you need to know about the tax incentives, at least that's how it usually works, is if you are in 3 weeks in one place,
Mhm.
you get the incentives.
Okay,
So a lot of
okay,
production,
okay,
especially like
okay.
Spider-Man and Star Wars and all those, went to 3 weeks in Canary Island, filmed for 3 weeks, got the
Oh.
incentives,
Incentives.
and then went somewhere else.
Damn.
And by the way, in Dubai, is 100%.
What do you mean?
Like they give you back all your money. They just want you to go there and film.
Oh,
They're
shit, that's
loaded.
crazy.
They don't need the money.
Yeah, yeah,
They just
true,
want people
true,
to go
true,
there.
true, true,
So,
Yeah,
crazy, huh?
the new Star Wars show, Andor.
Andor.
Am
I
yeah,
watched
think
it, loved it.
I've given up on Star Wars.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to keep on the TV. on the
No.
series and,
I gave up on Star Wars because they like wiped out all the canon shit, and I had read Star Wars books. I had played tons of Star Wars video games. Obviously, all the way caught up on all the movies, and they
Yeah,
were
yeah,
like,
yeah.
none of that matters. And
Yeah.
then I was
Yeah,
like,
that is
oh,
true, that is true.
Yeah, really? Well, I'm not watching. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, no, I agree.
None of what you're doing matters now either. But yeah. But I noticed that these tax incentives came with the idea of actually setting it so that the movie was set up and taking place in the city. Like What's the movie I mentioned earlier? Bird Box 2.
Bird Box 2, yeah.
What it
That
took
one, yes.
place
That
here.
one, yes. That
took
one is in
place
Barcelona,
here.
the whole thing,
Yeah,
yeah.
the whole thing, it took place here.
Apocalypse Z, I don't think so.
Didn't know that.
I don't know.
They're in
I just
the
don't know.
They're in Pratt at one point in time. In the
It
movie,
might be. Again, I haven't watched the whole thing, so I don't know. And I was not there for the whole shoot. I was there for 2 weeks only.
what'd you do there?
If you watch the final scene, one of the final scene before the main character takes a helicopter, I'm the zombie. Like my face is literally on the screen.
Oh,
Yeah, you can clearly
He
see
was
me
being
there.
modest.
The main
He
zombie.
was
No, not the main
movie.
zombie, but in that scene
He's
is
the bad
basically
guy
my
zombie.
face
Yeah.
in the whole
Yeah,
screen,
yeah,
which
yeah.
is always.
He's the bad guy.
Bro, you have no
Yeah.
idea how
Screen
my
time.
the
Screen
muscles
time.
here
Mhm.
next day, bro.
Well, from
Sword
what?
from like because you got. I mean, you're not like no, you really. When you do this thing, that's why I was saying it's like an actor. You have to think. For me, it's like okay, if I really were a zombie, what would you do?
What would I be doing?
So I would be
Feral.
going all in
Just
to eat
feral.
the brains
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I was going
Yeah,
all
yeah.
in.
Nice.
You have to. It's never, by the way, as a stuntman, it's never 100%. It's always 80, 90%. You always have
What do
to
you
give wiggle room.
What do you mean?
Like whatever action you do, even if it's a jump, don't
Never
go for
go
the 100% jump. Because one, you're pushing the limit.
You never go full retard.
Two, exactly. And two, the director's
I'm
going to ask
quoting
for
Robert
more.
Downey Jr.
Director's always going to ask for more.
Oh.
Always. So you always have to give some, okay, yeah, I can push it. If you go 100%, it's like, yeah, I can push it. That's when injuries come. Because you're pushing 110%.
Oh.
If you give a 70, people are going to be happy with your 70. Usually, unless you're not a good stunt. But you know what I mean? Whatever you do is out of the ordinary. So people are already going to be like, oh, wow. I can do a backflip. People will be like, oh, wow. Yeah, but I can do much more than a backflip. I can do side flip, front flip. I can do many other things. But you don't show everything.
Yeah, that's
Otherwise,
true.
you're screwed.
That's true.
It's kind of
That's
like
true.
life.
Yeah, you have to give the surprise.
Not really, because some people don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty much, it's like, if you go in doing the most, people will just expect the most.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if you go in,
I have to
like,
learn that
I
though in
can-
life. I have to learn that.
I'm in the process of doing the
Yeah.
same, bro. Like,
I'm learning, I'm learning.
I'm in the process of
So
doing
am
the
I,
same,
learning.
bro.
So am I.
Like, don't get me wrong. But yeah, if you go in and you're doing the most, people like us grow up very excited about the things that we learn, right? And
Exactly.
we want to share them immediately, and we're like, and I could do this, 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 and they're like, yeah, well, now do that, all of it, all the time, and you're like, well, I don't know if that's possible. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes, and going back to the difference you were asking about, England and U.S. and here, not only about Unity and Stunt Register, is also like in Spain we do a lot of things the Spanish way, which is okay, whatever, we can go, okay, that Dynama is
you
one of
guys schedule meetings to schedule meetings.
Yeah, no, that one, yes, because organization has to happen. Otherwise, movies don't happen, basically.
Yeah,
so you have to have that organization. But in terms of let's just say rigging, which is all the ropes and everything.
Yeah.
Usually, when you start a movie, you try to start everything with new, or at least you keep a check on how much you use this rope or how much you use this harness or whatever. In Spain, or most of the movies that I've been in with some companies, everything, nobody checks anything. It's like, oh no, I've used it, whatever, United States and England are much more in control of literally everything, even the stunts.
Yeah.
And usually the stunts, they have their own material with literally everything. Here, since we don't have as many crazy production and as many opportunities, we don't need to have that. And again, we're not Avengers, and we're not doing the crazy,
You don't
crazy,
need to
crazy
have
shit.
that level of oversight.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But again,
because you're not spending as much money as.
but when you work
like an
abroad, as I
American.
did, the first job that I did was for BBC, and I worked in a show called The Mallorca Files.
Okay.
And it was English. And that's when I met Andy Bennett, one of the coordinators in England. And, bro, the money was twice or even 3 times the money I was getting here. So I was like, wait, what's going on?
Yeah, like, huh?
Oh, okay.
Two, and whatever the stunt coordinator said was happening. In Spain, it's like, yeah, at the beginning when I started the coordinator, sometimes I was going to a job, and I'm talking about 10 years ago. I came to a job, like, oh no, the extras are here. No disrespect to the extras, but we're not extras, we're stunts. We have a huge,
Yeah, well, we have our
background.
responsibility.
Exactly.
Way
So
bigger.
that's what I'm saying. In Spain, we're like, oh, okay, whatever. Yeah, these crazy guys are here. Like, there was not really, like, we were not an entity. We were not like, okay, the stunts are here, like the department or whatever. Now it's different. And in the United States and English, it's always been like that. Of course, probably in the 50s or the 60s was different. But now everything is, and especially the stunts, they don't take a job if it's not the right money, the right conditions, everything. In Spain, if you say no to a job, probably somebody else is going to come like, no, I'll do it. If you pay me 200, no, I'm not gonna go for 200. Like somebody else is gonna go
Yeah,
and do
for
it.
sure.
Now we're working on it, but again, there is no unity, there's no register, there's no nothing. So
yeah, you guys don't.
you gotta
have a
trust each
union.
other, and
Yeah,
when it comes down to money, it's
Mm.
hard to trust each other.
Yeah, it's hard to trust anybody with money.
Basically.
Yeah.
So that would be kind of the
Spain-
main differences.
But is it catching up? Is Spain kind of?
We're working on it.
players-
We're working because I'm talking to a lot of coordinators, and every job we get, at least with we're trying to at least the line of our paycheck is somehow stable. We're not there yet, as in England or United States, but we're like 80% close.
Oh
which
shit!
is yeah,
Well, that's fine.
which is not bad. Not always again.
Would you?
What do you mean in the organizational like?
Because again,
standpoint, or-
everything is
Or do
Or
established.
do you mean like industry, like output? Do you mean like output, like the actual films and movies and shows and stuff, or do you mean like quality? What do you
No,
mean?
no, no.
Like,
I
when
mean,
you're saying
as a
80%, what is that
performer,
80%?
our rights. I just
Okay,
say
okay, okay.
80%.
Okay.
They are
I'm
now
sorry.
right.
I thought it was you.
No, don't worry, don't worry.
No, it was him.
Especially in money, because everything comes down to money. And the main thing is like sometimes we're getting like turnaround is basically when you finish filming and you start again, you need 12 hours
Yeah.
for like as law. In Spain, that doesn't exist, or at least that it didn't exist, or we didn't even know about it. Like we're shooting until 5 a.m. next time. They don't make you start at 8 a.m. Of course, there's other people, but maybe you start like at 11 a.m. because you need daylight the next day, and you finish at 4, and blah 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 blah. Now I realize working abroad, like there has to be, if there is none, they cannot do that. They have to pay you the
Yeah.
hours that they're
Yeah.
making you work.
Yeah.
Same thing with night shoot, day shoot, this type of things. Everything is established in the United
Everything's a
States.
little more organized.
Exactly. In here is like we've been learning these past 10 years and saying yes to everything, and then I realized like, wow, I was losing money
Yeah.
left and
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
all the time,
Yeah.
and rights,
Yeah.
and I could have died many times.
Yeah. You know, but what's more valuable than experience?
Exactly.
But,
yeah.
But that also brings up just throw away your life for
yeah,
experience.
basically any artist nowadays, right? Yes, exactly.
But there was I'm gonna check these notes real quick because there was something actually pretty specific that I wanted to bring up. Maybe it's not here. No, we got to most of this. So now I don't remember. So I don't. We were talking about the connectivity of.
what I
the
can tell
US
you is the
to
famous
here,
people
not
that I
having
worked on, and
unions
that was
and-
it's always nice.
The famous people you worked with? Fuck them.
I,
I'm just kidding. I'm worried about Stuntman Barcelona, man.
There you go.
I mean, but Stuntman Barcelona gets more notoriety. But
Oh, yeah, I know.
No, I really.
Right?
We get to a point that we actually get used to it, but I'm proud of some people.
Like who?
The first one actually that was Matt. First 2 jobs I did were crazy, Matt. First one is I shared stage with Lenny Kravitz.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, really?
That's cool.
That's
That's my
random.
first job, bro.
That's cool.
Damn.
My first paid job. I was it was a commercial for Pepsi, and Lenny Kravitz was playing, and it was in La Barceloneta and at the beach. And I was sharing stage, and he was playing, and I was jumping off the stage to the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
To the crowd, which were stunts. That was first, and the second one was doubling Jason Statham.
Yeah.
You double Jason Statham?
Yeah.
Now
Damn.
I'm like look like this because I'm working in the Russian movie, and they make me look like a fucking homeless.
Yeah.
I have to look like this, otherwise I would have been shaved and my head and everything. But yes,
Yeah,
and I met
that's
him.
sick.
That was the commercial for Wix, the commercial for the Super Bowl, and it was Jason Statham and
I like the Jason Statham one.
Gal
That's
Gadot
mad
and
cool.
Gal Gadot,
Oh, that's cool.
Wonder Woman.
That's cool.
But yeah, Jason was cool. But I also worked with Daniel Craig, 007.
Is there a role that you would want to play? Is there a movie that's still kind of like out of your list that you want to play?
Of course, anything that has to do with Kenny Reeves.
Anything.
Whatever. It's just being with him. I would die to be with him. And of course, Jackie Chan, but I know he's never going to do anything
he's
else,
not
which
coming
makes
back.
sense.
Yeah, he's not coming back.
But yeah, no, him or Brad Pitt or Matt Damon.
Jackie Chan's got to be in like an incredible amount of body pain right now. in his life,
Yeah,
right?
his bro.
Probably.
Yeah,
Right.
bro.
Like when you just
Have you
said
seen
it,
the video of him watching his like kind of
His own
highlights
stunts, his own
with his
stunts.
daughter.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah,
He's crying, bro.
Yeah,
he's
like,
crying.
bro, I went through that.
He's
I broke
crying
my
because
leg.
he ran out of painkillers and his back was fucked up.
Yeah.
He's
I think he was crying
he
because
was in
he
physical
saw his
pain.
daughter seeing him getting fucked up over and over again. You know, he was like,
This
wow.
scene where I forgot. I think it's the Bronx. What is it? What is it?
Bronx
Tale?
Tales?
Yeah, I think it's Bronx Tale where he jumps from the bridge onto the truck.
Yeah.
And he breaks his leg
Yeah.
and snaps
Yeah,
his
yeah.
femur in 2 pieces. I think for me, that's always been. I remember being young and seeing the making of it and being like, "Yo, stuntmen are crazy." That's why, like, even running into you and having this conversation for me is so like. Just fun, just in general. It's a conversation that needs to be had because not enough stuntmen are talking about.
No, exactly. But we have no
stuntman life.
recognition. There's no recognition.
Stuntman life. It's like a whole thing. You guys are so important to movies.
If we're being fair, up until John Wick, like John Wick is the stuntman's movie because it's directed by a stuntman.
There you go.
It's directed by a stunt coordinator who was like,
But still,
"Fuck a
but
story.
still,
I'm not trying to tell a story. I want me and all my friends to roll around and shoot each other for
Still, bro,
for
still.
12
It's
12
so
hours
crazy.
a day."
Being a stuntman is really like a special thing. It's
And
really
you know
something
what's
that's, like,
what's
new.
our goal of every single stuntman is to be Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
He's basically a stuntman with money.
yeah,
Literally, he's
yeah.
a stuntman with money.
Because he could do
yeah.
whatever he
Well,
wants.
he does whatever
You
he
know,
wants.
yeah,
Yeah, he
okay,
does
okay.
He's like,
okay.
I want to do this. Okay, fuck it. I have a production company. I have everything. Let's do it.
So
Yeah.
in the process of doing the research for this episode, I ran across a Tom Cruise video. It wasn't favorable. That man's a fucking maniac, bro.
Yeah, he
That
has
man-
problems.
No.
What do you do?
Nah.
The plane.
No, I don't
scene?
mean like
The
because
plane
he
scene
jumps
where he
out of
jumped out
no,
of
no,
a
no,
plane?
no, 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 no. I mean like in real life, that man is not.
I
all
mean,
the
yeah,
way
we see,
there.
we see only what they want us to see.
No.
No?
He says his own stuff out of his own mouth.
Okay,
And
okay.
He's
There's a-
responsible.
As an example, because I don't want this to go on a 15-minute tangent
Yeah,
about
yeah.
how Tom Cruise is fucking nuts. I love Tom Cruise. I love Tom Cruise movies. One of my favorite movies is Eyes Wide Shut. And it is, when I say one of my favorite movies, that's top 5 and it's not 5. So, like,
It's up there.
Wow,
I
okay.
love Eyes Wide Shut, right? But Tom Cruise was on David Letterman in the 90s, and he was explaining to David Letterman about how him, a co-pilot, when he was learning to fly, or
Yeah, a jet?
I think no, I think he had already had his license and he was
Probably.
going to shoot something else, but he went to go fly with him, a co-pilot, and another guy in the back, and he wanted to go higher, but he couldn't because
To a certain altitude, right?
well,
There's
no,
got-
there was no oxygen.
Yeah.
You would have to use less oxygen for them to go higher because there's less oxygen.
Of course.
So what he decided to do was cut the oxygen off from the dude that was in the back, and dude blacks out and passes out. And Tom Cruise is laughing the entire time telling this story about how he choked a man out to go a
Okay.
little bit higher.
To be fair, that's a very stuntman thing to do.
That
But
sounds,
that sounds like
wild.
attempted manslaughter to me.
Yeah, that sounds wild. I ain't like that. I thought you were a good guy 5 minutes ago. Look at the
No,
evil
we
laughter.
are. But bro,
The
there's a lot
evil
of brainless
laughter.
people in the stunt industry. There is a lot of
Evil.
ooga people.
No,
Yeah.
I would imagine so. It seems like one of those things that.
Oh
would be
yeah,
the-
you want to twist your arm to the left?
Yeah, no.
I'm
fucking-
twisting my arm
but
even more.
Tom Cruise
Yeah.
choked out his buddy so he could go
So he could go
couple.
20
Okay, I mean
feet
that's,
higher.
that's
higher,
crossing.
yeah.
That's crossing the line. But I mean, again, he's in a different dimension. He's in a different level, and he does different things. You know,
like Scientology. Like
Yeah,
one
exactly.
it's one of
Yeah,
those
yeah,
different
yeah, it's
things.
one of those
Yeah,
different
It's
things.
one of those.
and you know, also when one of his interview, he always says, like, whenever he wants to do a stunt, then there's a safety guy.
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah, the safety guy says, okay, you're going to do that, you're going to do that, you're going to do that. And then he says, so I got a different safety guy. And then, like, you know.
So I got somebody that would agree with me.
Exactly,
Yeah, I got somebody
exactly.
that would let me do the thing that I wanted to do. I mean, Tom Cruise is
can do whatever he wants, basically.
Yeah,
but the fact that I have to be fair with him, the fact that he flew in Top Gun, the last one, he flew, everything you see is flown by him.
Yeah, because he's been learning to do.
Yeah,
This is
he
mad.
became a
This is
pilot since
What?
Top Gun 1, though.
I mean, again,
He was
if you
20
had all,
years old when
if
he
you're a
started
stuntman
that.
and you had all the money in the world, you'd be like a pilot of a helicopter, of
Yeah,
a jet.
you'd be
I'd
doing whatever you want because you're a stuntman. The point of your life is to Do stunts.
and you can
You
pay
mean as a
people.
stuntman or like as anybody? Because me,
No,
I'm gonna
well,
stay on
yeah.
the ground and do art.
That's
Like
stuntman, that's stuntman,
I'm gonna
stuntman.
stay on the ground and maybe paint something.
Yeah, no, not me, not me.
Yeah,
First
of
thing I would do
course.
is fly a helicopter. Never been in a helicopter is one of my dreams.
You've never
You
been
want
in
to
one.
fly, like actually
No,
fly
well,
one
just
or
be
like a
right now,
helicopter
just
trip?
being one.
Oh,
Second
okay,
thing,
yeah.
hang off a helicopter. That's another thing. I
Yeah,
would
you
love.
There's
just
a-
stay inside the
me, that would be
helicopter, my
amazing.
guy.
Of course, with the
Stay
wire
Stay
and fixed
inside the
up.
helicopter.
No, bro.
You gotta hang off of that
Of
shit?
course,
That's
of
yeah,
course.
you
You gotta.
You
You
gotta.
You have to.
I'm here. What else am I supposed to do other than get out of
At
the
least
vehicle?
we're finding
that
out
is
his
airborne?
dreams. We're finding out dreams and visions of the
Oh
future.
my god,
This is beautiful.
It's gonna, bro. It's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen.
Segue.
I'm
Yeah.
projecting it. 100% is gonna happen.
No, yeah. But
I'm not
you
saying
can-
it will because
Oh, yeah.
I know
No.
it will because
Yeah.
I
You
feel
can
it.
get on a.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can get in a
yeah.
helicopter in Barcelona. There's helicopters in Barcelona.
Not a helicopter that's gonna let him hang
Exactly,
out.
that's
out
gonna
the
be
side of
boring.
it.
But
Yeah.
what would happen if
Boring.
The safety will be boring.
Yeah, no.
boring?
Me having my life in my hands and seated.
Me being
is
strapped
boring.
into the seat.
I'm actually.
so I don't
It's
die.
more dangerous because I'm basically relying on somebody I just don't know.
Yeah. I feel
How do you
that.
figure? How do you figure? How do you figure? Are you trying to convince me? Are you trying to gaslight me into
Nah,
believing
nah,
it's
nah, nah.
more, it's safer outside of the helicopter?
Probably because I would
than
know.
inside of the movie.
Shout out to what was his name? Fred. This is one of the main guys that he flies helicopters for all the movies. Basically, it's Fred North, I think. Fred North,
Okay.
Let me
okay,
look it up.
okay.
bro. That guy. Well, he's basically the goat of helicopters.
Oh.
Fred North, exactly. Fred North, based in
And this
LA.
is here in it's in
No, in LA.
Okay,
No.
okay,
He's in
okay.
LA. Fred North, bro. He's shot in a helicopter. That's him. And but anyway, I've been talking to some a friend of mine who's a stunt coordinator. He used to be medic. You know when something happens to you in a mountain and you need a helicopter to pick you up? That's what he used to do.
medevac.
Medevac,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, yeah.
So he
Yeah,
told me that probably he would get me into a helicopter. That's why I'm saying it. So
And he's gonna let you hang out the side
well,
You're
we'll talk about it.
manifesting. You're
I'm
manifesting.
manifesting.
You're
100%.
manifesting. You're
of it. But
manifesting.
what you gotta do is you
On
gotta
the show.
you gotta give him no option. You could be like, yeah, I just
He
want to go on.
actually- he gave
I
me
just
no
want to
op-
go on a ride.
Exactly,
I just want
exactly.
to go on a ride, and then when you get up there, be like, bro, I'm getting
you're
out.
not
Give me the
hanging
bro,
out
give me the
there.
bro.
You know I'm about
You're not
to.
about to
You know I'm about to hang
You know
off
why?
this.
Because I would wear the harness already. I mean, with
Ah,
the
yeah,
harness on
yeah, yeah.
already, like no option. Look, bro,
I
everything's
already-
set up.
It was too difficult
is
to put this
crazy.
on. What you want me to take all of it
Exactly,
off?
exactly.
Like that's crazy.
And
Like,
the
let me
GoPro's
hang
already
out for a
on.
little bit.
Cameras are there, and there.
Let me
I
just
mean,
hang out of it for a little
we
bit.
went from stories to the come up
You see
to
that?
the
You see that
actual
movie?
mindset.
Fall Guy.
Of course.
Yeah, of course he did. Of course
is
he
the-
did. Why
this
did I
is-
ask that?
This is the actual mindset.
It was
of
that was a really
stuntman.
fun movie though.
And
That was fun.
thanks to Ryan Gosling said that maybe thanks to that we're actually gonna get some recognitions in the Oscars or even the Goyas here in Spain.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Oh, wait, you were
everybody's
in that.
talking about it.
No, Fall Guy is a movie about a stuntman
Exactly.
that requires 100,000 stuntmen. Like every scene in it is
It's a real
practically
life,
done.
the real
Like,
life of a
yeah.
stuntman, basically.
Yeah,
what
yeah,
what
yeah.
happens to a stuntman?
Oh yeah, I don't fucking.
It's actually well, it's fun. It's like there's guns and shootings and people die.
Yeah.
Like, but it's like if a stuntman were to find himself in like a John Wicky situation, you know, like in an action situation.
Okay, I
But it's
feel that.
fun. It's,
It
it's
is,
super
it's-
fun.
yeah,
It's super
yeah,
fun.
yeah, yeah.
Like I enjoyed it. So speaking of which, we're gonna move on to that surprise section. that I was
all
telling you
right, all
about.
right, all
yeah,
right.
Yeah. We got
Oh yeah, we got a question.
we got a brand new segment because like I said, this is our technically third episode, but it's our second episode, so we're gonna move into a brand new segment. And actually, I got brand new questions, so we're everybody can participate.
Oh,
So-
okay. Off topic.
You
Off topic,
say you know action movies, right?
Ooh, I know where this is going.
Do you? You saying you
I'm
know
not-
action
I mean,
movies?
okay,
You saying
You've
these are
been
action
you've been
movies.
in a bunch of them.
Been in a bunch of action movies
the
out
fuck?
here
You better-
flexing.
if anybody knows
bringing
this-
up, you know what I mean?
Talking about Maddie
Out here
Damon.
flexing.
Talking about
Maddie
Maddie
D.
Maddie D.
Maddie D.
Get the fuck out
Maddie
of
D
here.
in the room.
So
Okay,
this
go for
is
it, go
a
for it.
segment
I'll be
that
completely honest.
that we just started implementing with this episode. It's called Leave It to the Professionals, right? So
All right.
what it is we're gonna ask you some questions ranging from intermediate. We'll start at the beginner and we'll go to intermediate and then we'll get
Ooh.
advanced. And we're gonna ask you 3 questions within each of those difficulty settings about specifically what it is that you do. So we want to know how much you know about action movies.
Okay.
So basically,
Stuntman
to make
edition.
Stuntman
to make it simple, we are gonna run some action movie trivia. I want to know how much you know.
Oof. I think we're fucked here.
You ready? So
No, I mean I do know, but again, man, just go for it. Just go for it. We'll see. We'll see. I'll play along.
Take your time. Take your time. You good? You're good. I'm gonna get this.
Yeah, I don't know why you put that over there.
I was putting it over there for him, but it's fine.
No, I have mine here.
Yeah. I realized that. So let's get started. What do you wanna read the questions off, or do you want to be a part of trying to answer them? You're trying to look.
There's
but
the one or no?
key,
Yeah.
I have the answer key. So
Oh, there's an answer key?
there's an
Nah, I
answer
can't
key.
see the answer key.
Okay. Ready? What's this?
Being nervous.
I'm nervous.
Tension
too.
is on.
I'm nervous too. I want to get it
Okay.
right.
All right. So Sadko is also involved, but he claims he doesn't know action movies.
Oh no, go for it.
So, which action movie features a cop who must defuse a bomb on a bus that can't go below 50 miles per hour?
Speed.
Oh, I know this.
Your options are A, Speed,
Yeah.
B, The Transporter, C,
No.
Collateral,
Speed,
No.
speed.
or
Kenny Reeves.
D,
Yeah, Speed. It's Speed.
Con
It's
Air.
Kenny
It's
Reeves
not Con Air.
and The Bright Side.
Almost there.
What's her name?
Almost there. You're almost there.
Yeah. Oh fuck me.
Sandy.
Sandra Bullock. Yeah. Sandra Bullock. Sandy, no. Because we say it in Spanish, Sandra Bullock.
Yeah. Fair enough. You know what's funny? The other day he
read it,
sends me a voice message and he mentions Johnny Depp, right? But he mispronounces Johnny Depp. He says, yeah, and it's Johnny Deep and Barrera per Cruz. I'm like, you pronounced that perfectly. It's a fun cultural moments. Okay, so we're on to the next question. Who plays the title character in John Wick? A, Keanu Reeves. B, Liam Neeson.
Keanu Reeves.
C, Jason Statham. Or D, Tom Hardy.
Keanu Reeves.
It's D, it's Tom Hardy. No, I'm joking. It's obviously
Yeah, that
Keanu
was
Reeves.
easy.
You didn't answer, but
Yeah, I mean,
you
that
didn't have
one
to.
was easy. That
You
we
didn't
didn't
have
easy.
to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was easy. The easy ones are.
I just said that I want to meet Kenny, so I should know anything
Yeah.
about him.
What is the name of the artificial intelligence that turns against humanity in Terminator? Is it A, Cyberdyne, B, Skynet, C, HAL 9000, or D, Ultron?
B.
Yeah, Skynet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So what do you-
Ultron now.
What are you guys, 3 for 3?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Is it 3 for 3 on beginner? Should we
Yeah.
should we amp it up a little bit?
Amp it up.
Should we go to
Yeah, go for it,
intermediate?
go for it. Yeah,
Intermediate?
I feel
We'll go
confident, I feel
intermediate. We'll go-
confident.
Okay, cool.
Cut to like a minute later.
Which 2000s action movie has the famous line, I am vengeance, I am the night, I am Batman? Is it A, Batman Begins, B, The Dark Knight Rises, C, The Batman, or D, Batman Mask of Phantasms?
Definitely not D.
Yeah.
It's definitely, I was like, what the fuck
Bro,
is
I don't know
this
if
movie?
it's. I'm between C and A.
I'll go with A.
In 2000, you said, right?
Yeah,
Which
it says,
means.
which 2000s action movie has the famous line, I am vengeance, I am the night, I am Batman?
Has to
He
be
didn't
one.
say that in Dark Knight Rising.
No, it has to be A then.
Yeah, I said A.
I don't remember him saying that.
I mean, you put the question though.
Doesn't mean I know the answers.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
Yeah, I don't. I know the
What was
answers
B?
when I know the answers. A is Batman Begins.
Yeah. Huh?
D is Dark Knight Rises, and C is the Batman, and D is Batman.
So you think it's
Mask
C
of
then? Do you
Phantasms.
think it's the Batman? Which one do you think it is?
I know Robert Pattinson says I'm vengeance in the Batman
Yeah.
on the
Then
train
it has to be B.
platform
It has to be
scene.
C. It has to be C.
Oof, I'm gonna go with C, but
Okay.
let's see.
Living in the
that was
com-
the first
No.
one. That was the first one in the intermediate.
Leave it in the comments. Leave it in the comments.
Interaction
with the audience.
Let's see. I gotta find out. Okay, so
You're gonna read later on the comments.
we'll go through the questions and then we'll get the answers.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh shit! In Gladiator 2000, what is the name of the Roman emperor played by Joaquin Phoenix? Is it A. Tiberius, B. Caligula, C. Commodus, or D. Marcus Aurelius?
No, not D. Maximus. Can you say again the first three first?
It's A. Tiberius, B. Caligula, C. Commodus,
It's B. It's B.
or D. Marcus Aurelius.
Marcus Aurelius? No, it was the one that was the dad that died. No, fuck. It's been a long time.
I
so
know it's
isn't it B?
no, it's A.
It's A.
It's A. Caligula is a different dude. Commodus is a different dude, and Marcus Aurelius is a philosopher.
No, I know it was. Okay, you got me there.
Yeah,
What was A? What was A?
I'm pretty sure it's Tiberius.
Tiberius.
Let me see.
I was thinking of his face and somebody calling him, and Tiberius. I don't know. It just didn't ring a bell. Okay.
No, I was wrong. It was C. Commodus.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I was wrong.
Okay,
and
okay,
also in on that first one, the Batman one, it was D. Batman Mask of.
Okay, that was a curveball because you read it.
I didn't know that. Like, I've never seen this fucking Batman movie.
I thought you actually knew.
No.
So okay.
Now
knowing that you don't know. Yeah, perfect.
There were other ones that I didn't know. I did know.
Okay,
so
next one.
I got new ones. What kind of car does Jason Statham's character drive in the Transporter? Is it A, BMW?
BMW.
Yep.
B, Audi, C,
BMW.
Mercedes-Benz, or D, Ferrari?
BMW.
No, BMW.
I don't know, so I'm going to steal
Yeah,
y'all's
yeah,
answer.
BMW,
I
100%.
know that one.
100%.
I know that one 100%.
Yes,
I'm gonna
yes,
go
yes.
with BMW just because I'm going to steal it. Nope, it was Audi.
No way.
No,
Is-
it's
That's the last one I was gonna say.
BMW.
That was the
Audi?
first one. That was the first
No,
one that
wasn't.
I
It was a
thought.
I think that
That was the
BMW is
first
the
one
most
I thought.
manly
I
one,
just-
and that's what we thought of the
Yeah.
BMW.
No, I
Audi?
you guys were so confident in BMW that I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna.
Really?
Follow the
I'm being
crowd
honest.
here.
I mean, Ferrari, of course not, but Audi, I was.
Okay, so
Okay.
everybody's 0-3, so we're gonna go two more in the intermediate. Let's
Okay.
see. In the Raid Redemption 2011, what is the main objective of the SWAT team? A, rescuing a hostage. B, taking down a crime lord in a high-rise. C, protecting a politician. Or D, smuggling drugs.
What movie?
The Raid.
The Raid Redemption 2011.
Raid Redemption.
2011. Who is in it? Wow, I don't remember.
Yeah, so I've never seen this movie,
Okay, no, I don't remember.
so I don't
bro.
know.
I must say.
But when you say SWAT, so many SWAT movies come to mind. That I
yeah,
just,
that's what I'm saying. Like SWAT. That was the main movie that came to mind.
Yeah, SWAT. Oh, I love that
SWAT.
movie.
Great
All
movie.
right. I'm gonna try to use like context clues, right?
Okay.
The movie's called The Raid, right?
Oh.
Which mean that you would be breaking in raiding, right?
Okay, so what are the options again?
A, rescuing hostages.
No.
B, taking down a crime lord in a high rise.
Yeah.
C, protecting a politician. And D, smuggling drugs. I'm gonna go with
I'm gonna say B.
taking down a crime lord in a high rise, because that
B.
would be a raid,
That
right?
would be
Yeah. Makes sense.
B.
Contextually, like I don't know that I'm right, but
We'll know later, right? Or you're gonna look for it.
I'm gonna look for it. I have it right here. Taking down a crime lord and
Okay.
Yeah.
Just you gotta use them context.
Exactly.
clues, you know?
Some logic into it. Sometimes the title has some logic.
Okay. Which movie features the famous line "Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker"? This one's easy. A, Lethal Weapon. B, The Expendables. C, Die Hard. Or D, True Lies.
See.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers.
This one motherfucker. There's not multiple motherfuckers.
Motherfucker. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
It has to be.
He's white.
It's the one I said, right? Okay.
Let's see.
I know that.
I am agreeing.
I know that because duh.
Yeah.
I'm
I
agreeing.
didn't see the answer.
I'm agreeing.
It's Die Hard.
It's Die
Yeah,
Hard.
Die
It's
Hard.
like a super famous line from Die Hard.
Yeah. That sounded familiar.
Okay, so we'll go for. Let me see.
Okay. Not bad so far.
We'll go for the last one here.
Okay.
In The Matrix, 1999.
First one.
What is Neo's real name?
Shit.
On that
You know what?
hard disk.
That's
You
a
know
good
what?
question.
You know what? I feel like if I list
Good
these
one.
out, you're gonna,
Yeah.
you know what? Find it.
I'm gonna know it for sure.
A. John Anderson.
Uh,
B. Thomas Anderson. C. David Carter.
no.
Or D. William Reeves.
No, it's Anderson for
It's-
sure.
It's Anderson
For
because
sure.
it's Mr. Anderson.
Yeah,
The whole
exactly,
movie.
exactly.
And I just don't remember if
Which-
it was Thomas.
I think
but
it's
John.
A.
Yeah, John Anderson.
No, Thomas.
Is it Thomas? I know it's Anderson, Mr. Anderson, because they say that the whole
Yeah, yeah,
goddamn
no.
movie.
I think it's
Thomas
A. I think it has to be A.
John Anderson.
I
or
think so.
Thomas
I think
Anderson?
so.
Thomas
I'm looking
Anderson.
for that when that hard drive that has the name in it.
Yeah.
It has to be John Thomas.
Yeah, that's.
I'm thinking of that scene
I
that
think,
he's.
I think you might also be getting confused because it's Keanu Reeves and the word John is there,
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
and you're associating him with the name John.
I'm thinking of that scene when he has to the first thing that has to get out of the office and everything. Mr. Thomas.
It's not Mr. Thomas. It's Mr. Anderson. The whole
Yeah, I
movie.
know,
They
I know, I
barely
know.
say his name.
But even at that first scene, I just don't know. It has to.
John Anderson.
Going John Anderson.
Let's go, John Anderson.
No, I
Where do you
mean
go?
he's not buying. So
Where you
yeah,
going?
let's just say Thomas, just for the heck
I'm
of
going Thomas. I'm going Thomas. I don't know.
I think it is
I
it.
will
I'll go.
know
I'll
right
go
now.
Thomas just for the heck of it.
It's Thomas.
Thomas Anderson.
I knew that. Yeah, I felt
John
like
for John Wick.
I
yeah.
felt like John was a mislead.
Yeah,
like,
that's right,
Like
that's
a
right.
like an
Yeah.
intentional mislead. So, what did you guys finish off with
I got like 4 right.
in the beginning?
I got most of the beginning ones right.
Yeah, 3 ones we got, and then,
Then I
I think I've
fucked
got
up,
4
then
or
I fucked
5.
up.
Yeah, I think 4 too, because the
I like
5.
4 right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I like this little segment. This was
Not
cool.
bad,
But
not
we gotta
bad,
make
not
them. We
bad.
gotta make them harder.
Yes.
I mean, they are harder. They're a lot harder.
No,
That was
no, no, that's fine,
intermediate.
that's fine, that's
That-
fine,
No,
that's
I'll give you one advanced level one, right?
Yeah,
One
one
advanced.
advanced.
No,
One
no.
advanced level about a movie that you do know about, right? In Kill Bill Volume 2, 2004, what is the name of the legendary swordsmith who forged the bride's katana? Is
Oh,
it
wait, I know
A,
that.
Hattori Hanzo,
Yeah,
B,
yeah.
Oren Ishii,
No,
C,
Hattori Hanzo.
Pame,
Hanzo.
or D, Gogo?
That's mad easy. This should have been one of the easier ones. Hattori Hanzo. Are you kidding me? Are you
Wait,
kidding
do you
me?
know?
No, I don't remember the name.
Hattori
Yeah,
Hanzo.
But
Hattori
just,
Hanzo. I remember that one. I got like
Hattori
5
Hanzo.
right now.
Okay, let me see.
Yeah, it's a good segment.
Okay.
Okay, last
here's
one,
the
last one.
Last one. This is advanced. In John Wick Chapter 2, 2017,
Uh-huh.
what does Winston say will happen if John Wick does not honor his marker? A, you will be excommunicado. B, you will be hunted by the high table. C, you will lose all protection. Or D, you will be erased from existence.
No, excommunicado. Excommunicado is when you get.
Because he gets kicked out of the high table.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Um,
I was about to say all of the.
no,
All of the above?
No,
All of the
no.
above.
But it was, in the first one, he told him he'd be excommunicado if he killed anybody in the Continental Hotel.
Yeah,
right.
that's for sure.
So, and that's what ended up happening because he killed
Yeah,
homeboy in
the second one
Continental
already
Hotel.
starts that he's.
Yeah,
yeah, that's
exactly,
why.
Exactly.
So, it has
if
to
you
be.
don't honor your marker,
You're gonna be excommunicado because that means you're gonna get fucked, basically.
yeah, or you'll be hunted by the high table.
Isn't it the same thing? 'Cause-
No. The high table is like the group that runs everything. They're
I
like
know,
the-
but I mean,
the
they're gonna
hitman
send everybody,
Illuminati,
and if
right?
you're excommunicado, they're gonna go for you. Wait, then it has to be for the high table because that has the reward, and then literally everybody is
Yeah,
is after
yeah,
him.
that makes sense. That makes
Literally
sense because
everybody.
you have to honor the marker. It's either
'Cause,
you will be
well,
erased from existence
no, it has to be the high table because
or a high table. I think high table.
excommunicado is just you're out of.
He was
the,
already excommunicado.
That's why, but I mean,
Like,
excommunicado means you're just out. That's
yeah,
it.
you're out. You
Then
get
it has
kicked
to be
out.
the
and he got kicked out already.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then it has to be the high table.
All right. Let's see. Nope. Excommunicado.
Then excommunicado means you're gonna get fucked basically by
Oh
everybody.
my
You're
God.
out of here.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That
So
was fun.
Yeah,
in our
fun.
first segment of Leave
That
It to
was
the
fun.
Professionals, worked out fine.
Yeah, that was not a good. Okay.
But I had a great time.
Yeah, no, me too. Me too. seriously.
Yeah, that was fun. We've been out here for a while. I'm not
Yeah.
How,
Damn.
yo, Sad, what are we looking at time-wise?
It's been over 2 hours.
Wow.
It's been over 2 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah, we dragged this
damn.
one.
That's 2 on the pod.
Yeah.
Again. All right, man. So that being said, before anything happens, if you have anything that you want to plug or that you have coming up or you want to let people know where to find you or support.
No, Instagram is the main thing. Oh yeah. No,
Stuntman
Barcelona. Yeah, easy. No, just it would be nice to get recognition from the high organizations. That would be one thing.
Nice.
In terms of people, no. In this business, everything the way it works is the more people you know, the more opportunities you get. So it's all context. You gotta be professional. You gotta be a people's person. You gotta know what you do. Don't ever lie. Don't ever say, "Yeah, I can do that," if you're not sure. No, because your
you're
body
gonna hurt yourself.
and your body's your tool, basically. Your body's your tool. So if you're fucked, you're fucked. You're fucked for everything. So that's basically it. Just enjoy and give us a shout out whenever you see a movie and wait for the credits. That's and IMDb.
Hey.
If you want to see everything I've done, Albert Sirvin.
Okay.
That's my second last name, but Rodriguez is very popular in Spain, so it wouldn't be like a good.
No.
So my credits name is Albert Sirvent, Sirvent. If you go there, you're gonna see everything I've done on IMDb.
Let's do
It's
it.
about
I'll make sure to put it.
54
That's good.
projects, more or less, so far.
Damn.
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, so
That
far.
is
Can't
awesome.
complain. I've been
And
I've been fighting for 12 years.
and another 54 to come.
Yes.
That is awesome. Well, Rodri, it's been my honor.
No, thank
It's
you
been
guys. Thank you
our
for having
honor
me. Seriously.
to have you here.
It's an honor, my honor. Seriously.
Like seriously, I had
It's
so
a-
much fun with this conversation this week, and
It's dope. It's dope.
Yeah,
No,
we took
seriously.
it. We took it
you
there.
know, we're just
This
trying
is cool.
to build
Good
it. We're
vibes.
trying
Good
to get
vibes. Good energy.
It's
Yeah.
a lot
Exactly,
of we got a lot of
exactly.
information from you. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie. There was
man.
so much
Yeah,
info,
man.
bro.
I
What
mean,
the
And my
fuck?
sister.
And your
I know,
sister.
Hey,
right?
damn.
Right?
She held it down. I'm
been
not
fun.
gonna lie. Your sister needs a best sister award.
Yeah, 100%.
I also want to make it known that if you do have things that you have coming up and you want to come back to the show, we would love to have
Oh,
you back
I
on.
love
I'm
talking
sure I
about this,
speak for
especially
all
with
of
you
us when I
guys.
say that.
Yeah. I mean, come on, they're just having fun.
Indeed.
Exactly.
So that being said, this is Always Later with the Theblkswn4u. I'm the Theblkswn4u. That's the booth guy. Side
This guy.
This is the co-host, Meth the Poet. This is the guest, Rodri.
Oh, yeah.
And that's it.
We're outta
Signing
here.
off.
Yeah, we're outta
See
here.
you later, alligator.
Yeah, thank
Let's
you.
go.
Thank you.
See
Thank you,
y'all
guys.
always later, I guess.
See you later.